just going to type it, right? Yep. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our new Monday night game of Mutants and Masterminds. I believe the title of our game is Cape City Chronicles.
Yep.
Gerald's going to be running us through it, but before I hand this off to him, I would like to give our typical shout outs to Roll20, which allows us to share our miniatures on the middle of the screen, as you can see there, as well as maps and other artwork. It looks like there's been some changes to Roll20 since I logged in, I don't know, last week with the
Yes, there have
icons
been many.
yeah. So there's been some changes. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, go check out Roll20 and see what you got. This particular game, we have not created figures through it, but I always like to give a shout out for Hero Forge. You can go to Hero Forge and create custom miniatures that you can have sent to you. They could be anywhere from the small ones up to the 6-inch figures. If you just want to have something to put on your bookshelf of a character of your own. If you're a subscriber, you can turn it into a digital version that you can use in your digital games. If you're watching us on Twitch, there's 3 things to take into consideration. I'm just looking to see if we've gone live yet. I'm not seeing it. And I do apologize if we are and you're hearing this. Anyway, the 3 things to take into consideration is down below by our bio, you'll see a link for Extra Life. It allows you to go to their website and give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the children's hospitals at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. Also, also we have down there is a link to our website. The website has a shop that you can go check out for anything paraphernalia-wise, like our Army Corps from our previous Mutants and Masterminds game, to our Vampire the Masquerade shirts. We've done one for our one-shot, and I believe we have another one for our Kindred of Savannah / Kindred of Austin. We also have some with the emblem at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen there and some other things. So check out the shop at rollhitdie.com, and you can check out some of the information that Marcus Scott's put in there for us as well. Last but certainly not least, and of course, if you're checking in on any of our 5th edition games, we have a bubble down there beside the chat bar. We call that a chaos bubble. Reason being is the more you click it, the more points you get. The more points you get, the more chaos you can cause in our D&D games, such as the Consequences of Chaos that Robert runs for us usually on Friday nights. Well, actually, season 1 ended, and when season 2 kicks back up, I'm sure there'll be even more chaos that Robert would like to throw at us, and any other D&D games we have in the future. As of right now, we have nothing to add chaos to our Mutants and Masterminds or our organized play. Seem to have plenty of chaos in those already, but when we figure out something that you can spend those points on, we will let you know. I think that is about it. I will give the announcement that this Wednesday we will not be having to organize play due to, of course, the holiday. We announced it last week, but I'm just going to reiterate it. Let's see. I think that's it on my part. But you know what? Before I hand this off to Gerald to run us through tonight's inaugural game, let's let Josh give a bit of a shout out of his own, shall we?
Hey everybody, my name is Josh. I am from At the Dragon's Table. We have another a group that we do other thing. We do a trailer trash theater on Tuesdays. That's where we watch really bad movies and basically riff over them. Tomorrow we're doing the 1995 Power Rangers movie.
Oh no!
And next week for a holiday or Thanksgiving holidays, I know Thanksgiving is Thursday, but we're doing it next week. We're doing a bunch of holiday Thanksgiving themed cartoons. Is what we're doing. We also have a website at thedragonstable.com. You can go there. You can watch everything that we've ever any movie that we've put up. There's over 70 movies that you can go on there and watch. We've got a store that's got all kinds of merchandise in it from our Star Wars Fantasy Flight game with the Roll Hit Die crew and the Dragons. They were both in that I ran. We've got the Rebel Yell shirt and we got a couple other things there from that. And lastly, every other Sunday, we're doing a Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 game with the dragons and the Roll Hit Die crew. And I promise I will try my best not to kill the crew off that I did last game.
Sounds like we're getting a little backup in this game, so maybe we'll survive.
Maybe. Let's
But
hope so.
here's a kicker. It is 3.5, so healing is not a long rest away.
That is true.
Takes more than a nap.
Yep.
Which, to be honest with you, that makes more sense to my head, to be honest with you. But I can't nearly die and then take a nap and be like, I'm cool, let's go.
Yeah. I think there's Viva La Dirt. Give a shout out to that group because most of us here have seen some of their videos and like them. They've done a real good one about the whole turn mode and long rest and stuff after a battle. So it's if you ever have a chance that I would, if you want to get a laugh, go check that out.
Nice day for fishing, isn't it? Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, Gerald, it's balls in your court.
All right, folks. I'm gonna do a little read aloud. Cape City, where we lay our scene, a city of little repute, starting as a modest fishing and shipping community and growing with the times, it holds a place that in our world would be the town of Lewes, Delaware, and the Cape Henlopen State Park. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but somebody correct me. East of Baltimore and Washington, D.C., south of Wilmington, Delaware, and north of Norfolk, Virginia, occupying a piece of the U.S. East Coast and weathering time and tide, much as any coastal city has done since people decided to live by the water and take their chances. Through the Revolution, a few skirmishes were fought in the area, but no major battles. Through industrialization, the area around the port contained most of the manufacturing in the area. Wars, civil and uncivil, have passed. World War II saw the building of Fort Miles to protect the East Coast from possible German invasion, but none came. Cape City has gone through the standard boom and bust cycles common among all U.S. cities. During one of the high points, they built an elevated train system that provides cheap transportation to most areas of the city. This replaced a failed subway system that was abandoned after a tropical storm surge flooded the tunnels, and it was deemed more cost-effective to seal the tunnels than try to pump them out and repair the system, which was unpopular with the residents, who moved to the seaside to travel underground. The elevated trains run near the coast and provide some very nice views of Delaware Bay, but Cape City is currently experiencing a bit of a bust. Several years ago, one of the last large manufacturers left for cheaper pastures and left many lower-income folks in rough shape. It's among these folks that we find ourselves, living with the down and out as best we can and trying to stay alive. As anywhere, predators prey upon the weak and downtrodden, and it is this that brings us to our adventures here. As we meet our protagonist, we find ourselves outside of Cape City, on a small island in Delaware Bay, home to a once abandoned tuberculosis hospital named St. Stephen's Sanitarium that's been acquired by a multinational bioresearch company. Let's find out what's been going on there. But first, let's find out who our players are going to be. So go ahead, introduce yourselves. Give us the name of your character, but we don't need to provide any details about what they do yet. We'll let that be a surprise.
Hi, I'm Sammy. That's about all.
Sammy. You want to tell folks what Sammy looks like?
Sammy looks like a typical older guy that's a surfer dude. He's been at the beach, and then he's been at the camp. He travels back. He has this fascination with water and likes to go there, and he almost seems to meditate, and then something always distracts him. And he has this bad habit of telling people to pick up trash, especially on the beach.
Not a bad habit.
But yeah, Sammy, that's me. Hi. It's cool, dudes. Calabunga.
Well, I'm Kenny Starson, and listen, the government is after all of us. We're actually all in a simulation, and we're actually plugged into these alcoves. Have you ever seen the movie The Matrix? It's almost like it was a documentary. Let me tell you what. Kenny is He's short. He's only like 5'2". He's bald. He wears a spaghetti cauldron on his head, wrapped in tinfoil, because it's the only way to keep the government out of his thoughts.
Well,
Oh,
go
go on.
ahead. No,
No,
no.
no, you go.
Well, the grizzled fellow with the big gray beard and somewhat dirty long hair. His name is Lucas. Lucas Wheeler. Just not much I can tell you about him other than he spent most of his time on the streets, and since he got home from overseas, lost his home, lost his family, lost pretty much everything. So he just survives where he's at. He's got a friend. I mean, he made a friend. He helped him from getting his ass whipped one night, so he made a new friend, and that'd be the kid who's about to talk now.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Keeney. Not to be confused with Kenny. I'm Keeney, and I'm well. I mean, I could say I'm a high school dropout, but I kind of dropped out much longer ago. But yeah, Keeney is about 6 foot. He is in his late teens and just seems to like to stay in the background.
All right, folks. So that's who we've got. Now let's find out where they are. So I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Roll a dice real quick. All right. Ken Starson,
Okay.
you remember being snatched off the street. Where were you when that happened? What were you doing?
I was on the side of the street, standing on a box, with the day's newspaper, shouting about how the government is after us and how um, it's all lies. It's putting two sides against the middle. It's the same side pretending to be two different sides. You know, the normal crazy stuff.
Sure. And as you were up there doing your traditional daily announcements, the real news report, you start to feel a little woozy, sick at your stomach.
Must have been them stale donuts I had this morning in that dumpster.
Yeah, maybe. So you step down off your box and you go and lean against the wall, and then you feel a little worse, and you sit down and lean up against the wall. And then some people come over and they're picking you up, and they say, "Don't worry, we're going to get you some help." And that's the last thing you remembered.
Okay. Would I have enough to like start shouting and screaming, or I'm just like kind of like completely out of it kind of thing?
I mean, you're yelling.
So
But
everybody ignores him anyway.
yeah, I mean, that's been going on for a while. You just went and sat down and somebody came and picked you up, and you're just kind of still yelling. So nobody's paying much attention to it.
Okay.
Let's see. Sammy.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
What time of day is it?
You tell me. What were you doing before you got got?
Oh. I was at the beach and I was like looking at the waves, doing that, just looking at the waves and going, I'm hungry. And then I keep looking at the waves and I'm not hungry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the way. Oh, and I see some surfers out there, and I go, that looks like fun. But I can't. I feel like I've done that before, but I just can't remember when.
So as you're sitting there and you're meditating and you're listening to the waves, you're really getting the hang of this meditation thing, because you're really starting to be able to focus on nothing, which seems weird because usually there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, normally I can't focus.
Yeah. And today it really seems to work. But then, you get really sleepy.
I'll take a nap where I'm at.
Yeah, you just lean back and you go to sleep. And the last thing you remember is someone says, "Oh, finally." And that's it. Let's see. Are Lucas and Keeney together?
I'd assume after the incident, Lucas doesn't go too far from where Kenny is.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't stay right on top of him, but he does kind of stay nearby.
Okay. So, Keeney, odd or even?
Odd.
All right. So where are you?
He would be near a van that is handing out food to homeless people.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So you went up and you got a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And excuse me. And you started to eat it.
Yeah.
And at first it was fine, and then you started to get like stomach cramps.
Uh-huh.
And then you kind of start to wander away to deal with that. And you get like really bad tunnel vision.
Okay.
And you're kind of bracing yourself on the wall of a building.
Mm-hmm.
And another van pulls up and a couple of people get out. Now, Lucas, you see this. You see this happening. What do you do?
Right. Well, I mean, I was probably in the process of collecting cans out of the trash cans nearby, and staying somewhat close to keep an eye on Lucas. When I see them get out of the van towards him,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pretty much drop the can bag and take off running towards him.
All right.
Because that didn't look looks a little suspicious to me. You don't really usually do that.
Sure.
It wasn't a medical van; it was just a regular white panel van.
Yes. Your classic abduction van.
Yeah. So, I mean, how far away from them would I have been?
Don't worry, there's candy in there.
Yeah. Candy and hugs.
Would I have been close enough just to like, hey, holler at him and
Yeah.
potentially, hey, what are y'all doing over there? He's fine. I mean, I got him. You guys, you're good. I got him.
Excuse me, sir. This child is a runaway, and we're going to return him to his family.
Yeah. Do you know his name?
Yes, Keeney.
Where's his family?
At a hotel in the local area.
What's their name?
Keeney's family. Why do you need to know this information? You're not part of this. Go on.
No. I'll ride with you.
Okay.
I mean, what's wrong with him? Why is he acting all silly? Did you drug him?
No, we just got here. How could we have drugged him?
Give me the address of the hotel. I'll take him over there. You can follow us.
Oh no, we've got a van right here.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
go.
you know, we can walk. It's not that far,
We've
right?
got a pair. Oh, it's quite far. We have medical assistance available. If he needs it, we'll check him out in the van. But
Why would you do that? Why would you take him to a hospital? If
And
you
at
thought
that
he
point,
needed medical
Teeny is
assistance.
getting very upset.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts to struggle the second they mention a hospital.
Yes, and Lucas is pretty much just trying to argue with them because he's just trying to keep an eye on Kenny here. So they'll have to either take him along or take him down, one of the two. And he's not he won't let them just leave with him with no. He'll even ask for paperwork. I mean, if you're coming to pick him up because he's a runaway, you got the legal documents on that. You know, paperwork stating who he is, where he's from, that kind of stuff.
Sure, it's right
There's a
here in
mess.
our van. If you want to
And
come right up in the van and take a look at it.
He'll come to the door and he'll ask to see it.
All right. They produce a clipboard, and as they pass it to you, you feel a sharp stinging sensation as 50,000 volts of electricity pass through your body, and you become unconscious.
All right. So yeah, that much voltage, I'm sure I do.
yeah, and Teeny is trying to resist, but given the drug, no.
Your vision starts to close up as you see Lucas being pulled into the van, and you feel arms catch you before you hit the ground, and that's the last thing you remember.
Okay.
Lucas's whole point was to make enough of a scene that they would have to take him if they're taking Kenny.
Well, mission accomplished.
I mean, I know I'm old, I'm grizzled. Ain't nobody going to kidnap me for any like weird stuff.
All right, so we're going to go back to Ken Starson. Ken,
Yes.
you start to wake up. And as you start to wake up, you start to, as people do when they wake up, that you start to move around a little bit, become aware of your surroundings. But you can't move very far. You move this way and you bump into something, and you move the other way and you bump into something.
Is my arms tied down?
No. You lift your arms up and you start to feel around. You open your eyes and you see that you're in
Like a box or something, or
a tube, a cylinder. You're in some kind of metallic cylinder with a large glass panel in the front, and you can see out into a room. You can see across from you, there's another cylinder. You can see off to the side, there's another cylinder. Let me change the view a little bit. So
well,
you are here.
okay. So there's nobody. There's nobody here. Like, is there liquid in this with me, or is it just me?
There is no liquid in there currently, but everything is wet, including you. You are like entirely wet, and you are wearing nothing but like little white Speedos.
Okay, that's the next thing I was going to ask. Was, am I naked or something?
Little modesty. Full back, just in case you were wondering.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna start pounding on the glass. I can see people in these other ones, correct?
Actually, from where you are, you can probably only see this one over here.
You guys hold Alt and then drop your character. It'll drop wherever you want it to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start pounding on the glass and screaming, "Hey, hey, hey!" and see if I can get somebody's like attention.
Wh-
All right.
What I'm curious about is, do you still have your aluminum foil hat?
Nope.
Do I still have?
Nope.
No, they've got my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Mine is open.
They
Free
got
for
my-
all.
It's how they get you. But no, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to get, you know, somebody's attention, or I'm gonna try to. Okay, what does it look like above me and below me? Is it like a
Um,
complete cylinder, like glass all the way around, or
it's a glass panel in the front that's about it starts uh about chest stomach level and it goes up above your head, and it's about uh probably about a third of uh the span around the cylinder.
okay?
You can see out of it, but and I mean, in a pinch, you could probably squeeze through that. Another thing, make me a perception check.
Okay, just a second.
Your head's still pounding a little bit. Oh yeah. Um, so you hear as you're coming to, probably what woke you up was there are loud alarms going off. And as you look out that glass panel, you see like on these sort of very technological workstations over here, you see a lot of flashing red as you look over, and you can see this one over here, this cylinder over here that appears to have someone in it. This one over here is empty and is open. This one over here appears to have had the glass panel broken out of it and is empty.
Okay. You said it's a possibility I could slip through this.
Yeah, if you can break that glass, you could probably get through there.
I'm gonna try to bust the glass as best I can,
All
punching
right.
it.
No need for an attack roll. It's right there. But what is the DC, the toughness DC for your unarmed attack?
I got a strength of 5, so it would be
20.
well, 20. Yeah.
All right. This is hardened glass, but it's still just glass. So I'm going to call it right about there. And oh, you didn't break through. You pound on it and it doesn't break.
Okay.
So hold on right there.
Okay.
And we're going to go to Lucas.
All right, I come to similar.
Very similar. The first
And
thing you really become aware of is the alarms. And then you start moving. And then there's that immediate proximity of everything around you.
right, and as of right now, I can only see Kenny and some stranger partially in another container.
Yes. And you see these workstations here with the flashing red lights. And
All right, like I said, looking around me, I see the same glass sheeting. No bindings on me, no tubes sticking out of me. But
we're going to go with no.
all right, so I will pretty much do the same thing. I will try to swing and punch on this glass, try to break my way out of this glass.
All right. What is the DC of your unarmed attack?
Yeah, my unarmed attack is a 22 on the DC.
All right.
Without using any abilities, it's a 22.
All right. You hammer on the glass and it doesn't shatter.
Does it spider web?
It spider webs, and then you hear an additional set of alarms going off, and you can see kind of at the bottom of the glass, you can see another red light that is now flashing on your cylinder.
Okay.
All right, we will hold there.
Yep.
And let's go to Keith. Teeny,
Yes.
you have been hospitalized, or hospital's maybe not the right word for it, but you've been in situations not unlike this.
I'm just saying it's setting off my phobia.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going.
So I'm thrashing around, becoming
Yes.
very irrational, and
Mhm.
screaming about getting out of this place. So this
so
is definitely
I
not
am
the
going
logic of
to-
trying to get out.
I am going to give you a hero point, but I am going to say you can't really do anything.
Oh,
right
which
now.
is fine. He is just panicked.
Why? Why are you not on my list?
Look for Kenny. Sorry, Keeney.
Yeah.
Or you can just drop one on the table and I can grab it.
Well, that would be fine if I could do that. Can I do that? I can't do that. All right.
Get on my character sheet for right now.
All right. Maybe that'll work. Nope, that went to me. Can you grab that, Robert?
Yes, I can. Got it.
All right. So you have two, but you can't do anything, which brings us around to Sammy.
Okay.
Sammy, you wake up, and it kind of feels like you'd been in the water. You remembered being in the water, and now you wake up and you're wet. You feel wet. Did you go in the water? But as you move around, there's this solid tube around you. I don't know, did you get sucked into one of those storm drains or something? And then you open your eyes and you see this cylinder that you're in, and you see all the flashing lights, and you start hearing the alarms, the sirens going off.
So go ahead.
And you look out this glass and you see other tubes, and you see someone over on the other side of the room that is pounding on the glass, and you see it start to crack.
So I start actually panicking. I'm not punching the glass. I'm trying to rock it to see if I can, since this is glass, it might fall over and break when it falls.
Okay. What skill would you like to see if you can get it to tip over? Athletics, acrobatics. You got something else you think might work?
I got athletics. Hold on, let me get the right one. Yeah, I can try athletics.
All right. Give me an athletics.
No,
No, you are just slamming yourself back and forth inside the tube. It does
Yeah.
not seem to be moving at all.
I'm freaking out just more than anything else. Then, yes.
Okay. So back to Ken Starson.
Yes.
You're gonna keep punching?
So do I notice that like everybody else is starting to wake up and they're doing the same thing I'm doing?
You notice the one person that you can really see over here, he seemed to wake up, but he doesn't seem to be trying to escape. He just seems very, very
Panicked.
panicked, confused, agitated by the entire situation.
Yes, I'm going to continue to try to get out.
Okay. Might there be any other thing you would try?
Let me look here.
What kind of crazy shit would you try there, Kenny?
All right.
They're in your head. You know they're in your head.
All right.
Might you try to?
Can I try? Okay. So if the government's in my head, maybe there's a way that I could will the cage open.
Knock him
You
out of
know, you know, turn it back on them. So
You're
I'm
hooked
gonna
up to the Matrix.
exactly. So what I'm gonna do?
This is exactly your nightmare.
Exactly. This is.
You're in one of those alcoves. They've been using your power.
I've woken up. My God, I was right the whole time.
And all it took was a bad sandwich.
All it took. It's all it took. This should hit one of my complications, my mental illness, or my recognition. More mental illness, I think.
Go ahead and grab that and pull that down.
Okay. Can I sit and I'm gonna intensely focus to see if I can make this open up?
You absolutely can.
Okay. That's what I'm.
Make me an awareness check, unless you have some skill or ability that you think might be more appropriate.
How about expertise conspiracy theories?
That lets you know that the government is in your head.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I give you that one for free.
Gotcha. Okay.
But what are you going to do to turn it back on them? Do you have anything like? You got anything else?
Okay. Can I use the deception skill?
Yes, you can.
To be able to mentally trick them into thinking that it's, I don't know, it's tube cleaning day or something, and it needs to open to be cleaned.
All right. Let's see it. You
Okay.
put your hands up to the sides of your head, concentrate very hard, and deception roll. You feel like you are very, very convincing, but these
Nothing
government
happens.
psychics are very, very good at what they do. They probably have some kind of written schedule somewhere for when tube cleaning day is, and they're not buying it.
Right. I'm clearly still disoriented. I just woken
But
up.
you are in a kind of a metal tube, so maybe it's working the same way as your aluminum foil, and it's keeping your
maybe this is your
base
safety
from going out.
This is what it is. This is clearly what it is. I need to
like a psychic Faraday cage. That's why you can't hear them.
Right.
All right. So I think that brings us to Lucas.
Yeah. Is there any manifestations that I need to take into consideration? Do I smell anything? Do I hear anything beyond the blaring alarms? Any of that stuff?
Make me a perception check. You have extended hearing, right?
I have acute. Shit, which one is it? I think I have acute for both seeing and smell.
I think sight is acute by default. That just lets you target someone, right? Or is that accurate?
You can see fine details about it. You can sense fine details about anything you can detect with the particular sense. One's supposed to be sight and one's supposed to be. Let me actually click on the button. Let's see if it'll bring it up. If it'll bring it up. Nope, it just minimized it. Thank you. That's what I wanted. I also have analytical on my senses.
Okay.
Apparently the it didn't transfer complete over the character sheet, but it's supposed to be analytical sense of smell.
But you don't have extended
Extended
hearing.
No. Not that I'm seeing on the sheet, and I can't access the other one because I'm here at the hotel.
Right.
But I do get pissed off when I
if
see him freaking out, and I haven't broke this glass yet. So would things happen out of my rage, like claws popping out?
Sure. Yeah, that can definitely happen.
Because I start slashing at the glass with my nails, I guess. I'm trying to hit it with everything I
hands
have.
up on it, and you're trying to push it, and then like the claws just sort of grow out.
Right. And seeing that I have these weird nails coming out at the end of my fingers, I will start to try to claw at the glass with them, see what the hell this is about.
All right.
And that is a 27, if you need to know.
27. Oh yeah. You just crumple it up, and you can like pull it down almost like fabric.
Get my nails into one of those nice little creases that I created with the first punch and just kind of like peel it off.
Yeah.
That kind.
And that was an action. So with your move, you can move out of the tube if you want.
Is there a drop here? I mean, I see like a catwalk here, it looks like. Is there a drop from the container to the floor?
That goes the circle is the same level.
Okay.
The catwalk and the center area are slightly raised above that, and there is a gap. Like you can walk under this catwalk and walk around to the other.
So I will climb up on the edge where the window is open at, and I will jump forward, not realizing my jump is not just a 5-foot drop to the floor anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
what is the distance of your jump?
So I will jump from here and literally land right in front of his tank. It's a 60-foot jump.
This thing in the middle is a you probably wouldn't have been able to see him. Anyway, I'll say you did. This is a solid pillar.
So I don't see him?
You kind of see him a little bit on the side. Like you looked around and he was looking around at the same time, and you saw him, but you noticed he was freaking out.
So then I will, well, if that's the case, then I will at least jump up, not meaning to jump up onto the gangplank there.
Okay.
Or the catwalk. I want to say gangplank. St. Pirates. So, and then I'll just kind of look back at the container that I just jumped from and look at my feet and look back at the container and then look at my hands kind of situation.
Yeah, your toenails are jacked up too.
Yeah, but and I'm a little
probably already
like hairier than I expected to be because, yeah, I got some body hair, but this is a little thicker than usual.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a little freaked out, and I'm more concerned with the kid locked in a container than my own personal safety. But yeah, I'm a little freaked out of everything else that's happening.
Now you said you have analytical scent, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any kind of knowledge of like medical treatment or chemistry or anything like that?
It's a good question.
Or do you have jack of all trades?
I do not have jack of all trades. So no,
Okay.
I do not have any medical.
Chemistry, science,
No,
or
no.
treatment. The smell is very antiseptic. It smells like
Hospital.
What's that?
A hospital.
Smells like a hospital. It smells like when they would bring the blood mobile around. And people would give blood and get cookies and orange juice.
Yeah, but for some reason that's a little more. I'm smelling that blood scent a little more strongly than I'm used to smelling.
Yeah, and that antiseptic smell, that stuff they use to clean everything in there, that's a very, very strong smell. And that's the only thing, that or hospital, like emergency rooms, stuff like that, like the actual emergency room, not the waiting room. That smells like whoever's there.
Yeah.
But when you're back like in the emergency room bay and someone's working and they're using all the alcohol and the cleaners and everything, it smells like that. So that's your turn. That brings us around to Keeney. Keeney, out of the corner of this thing, you just see Lucas like almost fly across the room and land in the middle by these computers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that shakes you out of your panic a little bit.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
I still just I'm in a panic. I'm slightly enraged that I'm here, but it's more just still, even being shaken out a little bit, he is still in primal fear of what's happening.
Okay, so having said that, and you said it, I am going to put the impaired condition on you. So you have a -2 to any D20 roll you make.
Okay. Okay.
What you gonna do?
Well, actually, I think this first thing is going to be just utterly random. In his fear of just trying to get out, he changes.
What does he change into?
Let's see. He changes into the third form. He changes into a raptor and starts clawing everything.
I'm not confused at all now.
Right.
Like, back to your container. I was like, wait a minute. That's a fucking lizard in there now.
Yeah. And I mean, the change was incredibly quick.
My God, we're not just in a government facility. We're in a lizard people facility. My God, we must be in the center of the earth.
The lizard people that run the government.
Mm-hmm.
This is where they house their own dissidents.
My God.
The madness. So, Keeney, make me a raptor claw attack and see if you can bust this window.
Okay, and it's at -20.
-2.
-2. Sorry. And I don't know how to put the minuses in yet, so that'll be a 23.
That's fine. It won't affect the DC, just the roll.
Oh, sorry, then it's a 17.
Yeah, that's fine. That's plenty to hit the window. It's not moving too much.
Okay. And
And put a
I'm trying
target
to
number in.
remember.
I'm sorry. I'm playing with some of the features, the new Roll20 features. You can actually put a target number in here, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
0 successes. All right. So you're trying to claw at the fragile part of the glass, but being that the attacky part of the raptor is down low,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get
you're
me a drink. I'll be right
mostly
back.
getting metal tube and not so much glass.
Yeah. And by the way, this is his claws have a critical range of 16 to 20 in this
Nice.
form, and it is penetrating. So he is doing lots of damage to this tube in his panic.
Yes. All right. So, Sammy.
So the question is, am I scared enough or to trigger my new form? Because if not, I'll keep trying to push the thing over.
Take into consideration, he actually probably sees me jump up there too.
Yeah, you see that. You see a guy jump across the room in a pair of tiny white Speedos. A hairy dude. Like, not a little.
Yeah.
This is a hairy dude. But clean hair.
And you might also be hearing something crashing around in the tube next door.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception. I had my rolls tonight already.
Yeah, you're not hearing it.
Okay. So
but you did see a dude jump.
Well, and again, at this point in time, I don't know what triggers my powers to go off.
So make me a will save.
Okay. An 11.
All right, that is sufficiently low enough. You are freaked the fuck out.
Okay.
And
I change into a huge bipedal alligator with a huge mouth, and I am huge. So
what's the size change? How many ranks of growth do you have?
Growth. Trying to find it. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's normal.
One of two things is about to happen. Either you're going to bust out of this tube, or you're going to be a very, very tightly packed sausage in there.
Right. Give me just a second. I got the wrong character sheet. Got both character sheets going. Okay. So I don't have what growth is, but I have huge body, which is +4 to strength, +4 to stamina.
I believe it's +1 size category, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's 4 ranks of growth, it sounds like.
Okay.
Because that's what comes with it. So I'm gonna roll against a DC 19 toughness, but I would also like you to make the same roll.
Toughness roll?
Yes, toughness against a DC 19.
29?
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. But you're still in the tube.
Well, can I make an attack?
Does your power require activation?
Once I change form, then I have all my powers.
Right, but does changing form require an action?
Is it a move action, standard action, or a full action?
It requires an action.
Is it a move action or a standard action?
Standard action.
Okay, then you can't attack this round.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Lucas, you see you saw Keeney change, or you got there and where you swear you saw Keeney, now there's now a raptor. And you, as you're standing there, you see this guy just expand into, you're not sure what, because now it's just scaly belly pressed up against the glass.
But I
But-
still have tidy whities on.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're probably below the window.
Yeah, they're about window now.
More like tidy thongs, tidy whitey thongs.
Yeah.
They are
Sorry.
they are impressively stretchy. I'll just leave that. I'll just leave it at that. They are impressively stretchy. These are
Anybody-
Hulk drawers.
If anybody's seen the movie Seal Team or Seals, I'm just remembering the line. Let's move on before he sticks anything else up against the glass.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All
yeah,
right.
I am freaking the fuck out now.
It seems like time. Ken.
Okay. I am like, oh, that didn't work. I put my hands up against the glass. What can I do? What can I do? And I'm gonna headbutt the glass, just trying to think of something to do.
Now that's a
And-
line, right?
Well, hold on. I've got a couple. I've got crack the wall, which is a weakness, a toughness weakness effect that I can do. So it's linked to my headbutt. But I've got headbutt, and then I've got the ram, that's the line attack. So I could do I'll do headbutt. I'll do headbutt. So just do straight up headbutt. Do I need to roll to hit with that, or
No, just what is the DC?
25.
25.
I
And
just see you pounding your head against the glass, going, "Think, damn it, think in the
Think.
glass fucking shatters." Well, we'll see if the glass shatters.
5.
I think that's a little.
Okay. So that is a 16. And your weakened toughness subtracts 1 point for each point of difference. Am I remembering that correctly?
Correct. Well, if the headbutt is strength based damage, crack the wall is linked to headbutt, and it is weakened 10.
It is weakened 10, so that's
It
looking.
targets toughness. It affects objects only.
Okay.
Fortitude is a DC 20.
Okay.
I don't know if the wall will get but, well, I guess it would.
All right, and that's is that the line damage?
No, the ram is the
The
line
ram
damage.
is the line damage. Okay. So boop, 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 boop. Fortitude save against a 20. Oof. Okay. So that's
Ow.
gone, and you cracked it, and it seems like there's not it spider webs entirely. It's still there, but
Right.
it's just shattered. There seems like there's no structural integrity to it, but it's still there.
Can I just I'll jump back like, whoa, 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 what did I just do? Can I push against it? Will it call it glass collapse?
That would be another action.
Okay.
If you want to spend a hero point, or if you want to fatigue yourself or spend a hero point to avoid the fatigue, you do have 2.
I'll
And you
do
can't take them with you when you go.
right.
But, I
Right.
mean,
I
you
will.
can
I'll
take them
use
out
it.
of the scene. But
Yeah, I'll use a hero point.
okay.
Do I need to do flip card, or what do I need to do?
No,
Or remove card.
I'll get rid of it eventually.
Okay. Then my other action is going to be to, I guess, push against that to bust the glass.
All right. So just make me an unarmed against it.
Unarmed.
which is a DC 20. Is that right? You don't have to roll.
Right. It's a DC 20.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. That shouldn't have 3 on there. So that's a 2. So yes, you just push the glass out.
Okay.
And you still have a move. So if you want to climb out, you can do so.
I'm going to head straight to him.
All right.
And when I jump out here, do I see anything? Like I see him now, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess between the 4 here, I'm the only one that I guess looks human.
I mean, this guy, from what you can tell from this distance, this guy looks human, just hairy. But, who knows? Could be a Sasquatch.
Could be a Sasquatch. That's true. This is true. Now I do have acute smelling.
Mhm.
I do have danger sense smelling also. And I also have rapid sight 1.
Mhm.
Basically, I'm just gonna take a quick, look around the
Yeah.
room.
So you take in the entire room and you see that there are computer terminals over here that have multiple screens that seem to have data from. Do you have extended vision?
I do not.
Okay.
All of my senses are I got acute smelling, danger sense, rapid sight, tracking through smell. So
Okay.
all mine's in my nose.
Yeah. So you take in the room very quickly, and you see that, this area is sort of elevated above. There are ladders over here that lead up to that walkway there.
Better yet, instead of
This
going over
side has
here,
a
I'm going to go. So this should
climb
be
the ladder.
20 and climb the ladder and be right here.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Okay. Then I'm assuming I see this, right?
Yes. Yes. Over here you see some canisters that have they're glass canisters that have some slightly luminescent liquid in them.
Okay.
And there is a door over here, a large door. It's the entire width of the catwalk. It appears to slide open
Okay.
in some
Okay.
sort of fashion. All right. Lucas.
Yeah. Well, Lucas had a mission,
Mhm.
even though he sees a weird lizard creature in it now. But then again, that other guy turned into a lizard creature, so it's gotta be Kenny. So I'll come over here and first things first, I'll try to see if there's a latch just to open it up from out here. I
Okay.
mean, investigate, perception, or
Give me an investigation if you can.
yeah, not gonna be too good, I'm sure. Well, it's an 18, not bad.
18, that's not bad. You do see a like a little lit up panel that looks like it might be one of those places that someone like swipes a security card.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm hitting the glass.
Okay.
So that'll
So
be another
that's a
claw attack to the glass, or no, there's no
27.
damage to it yet. So yeah, it's a 27. I got it. It's also got the 16 to 20 crit on it, if that matters.
It won't because you're not. Well, do you want to roll an attack?
Sure,
I'll put it this way: it is defenseless.
that's only a 12.
It's only a 12. So you hit. It is a 27. It got a 14. I'm gonna stop doing that right now. That's 14. So that's what, 13 difference. Yeah. So you reach up with your claws and essentially just like stick your claws in the top and pull the whole thing down.
Kenny, please tell me that's Kenny in there.
it howls in rage right this second, but it sniffs you and doesn't seem to go after you.
All right. Lucas, that is your turn. Keeney, this is now your turn. What does Raptor Kenny do?
Well, Raptor Kenny, he first smells Lucas and realizes not Brett, known. And I'm just going to move old Kenny up here. But he is still panicked to find a way out. So once he is out, how far up did you say this was?
It's about 10 feet.
Okay, so I can jump 30 feet. So I can easily make it up here. And since there is a door, I am starting to claw through the door.
Okay. What is the toughness DC of your raptor attack?
Okay, hold on. Let me pull. Did I close that out? I did. My tooth and claw is a 25 DC.
Okay.
With penetrating. I'm just realizing they don't actually show how much penetrating in my thing. That's out. Odd. Hold on. But I have the other character sheets ready. Let's see. Penetrating 7.
Penetrating 7. Okay. So most of what you do will get through. And it what is the DC again? I'm sorry.
25.
25. Okay. I'm just gonna roll. I'm not gonna put the target number on there because it doesn't actually do much for me. Okay, so that's a 12. So that is failure by 13. That is 3 degrees. So you get your raptor claws in the gap in the door. And you start to pry it open, and you see you can see, although you can't quite get through it yet, but you can see there is a small room in there that appears to have 2 more doors.
Okay. And
all right.
He is howling. So
yeah, that crazy raptor squawk.
Yes.
All right, Sammy.
Question. I tried to put a different picture on for Sammy, and it's not taking it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I put it as the default token in the avatar, but it's not changing it. Or do I have to pull it out again?
You have to pull it out again.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Can you blow it up bigger?
I can. Let me move this one. Get rid of it. So we're right around there.
Yeah. So that's what he looks like.
Good Lord.
But stuck really
with
like this right
with white Speedos. Don't forget the Speedo.
Yes, in the Speedo. So
which oddly have a tail hole, which you didn't think would be a feature, but there it is. So
let's not forget we got a raptor running around with the tail hole and the Speedos as well.
Yes.
So
very stretchy. and highly versatile.
So I try to lift my face up enough to attempt to bite,
You're gonna
or
chew your way
I'm
out?
going to chew my way out. Yes.
Okay. So what is the I am gonna make you make an attack roll because
Okay.
you're in such a confined space.
Okay.
So go ahead and throw the roll out there. I'll be able to see the DC on that.
How is it a minus? I've got a minus 20.
Right. Yeah. You've got your where your critical range is, it has 17 minus 20.
Okay.
Or it has whatever minus 20.
Yeah, get rid of the minus 20 and just leave the 17.
Okay.
Yeah, or whatever it is. I don't know what the number actually is.
I don't.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that.
You might just have to create a new attack and just
Okay.
where it says critical, just put 17 instead of that 17 to 20, because that's
Okay.
what does it every
Okay.
time. Anytime you've got an attack with a critical
If you
range,
if you click the
just
pencil
almost
next to it, you should be able to go in there and change
There's
erase the negative 20.
There's no pencil next to
If you
it.
if
if
you've
you
been
bring it over
highlighting,
direct from Hero Lab, a lot of times it won't let you change those attacks. I've seen that a bunch of times, and I've
oh,
ended
okay.
up just having to make a new attack for it down in where you can make your own.
I'll make one here after this. That's a 37 to hit.
37.
You just barely hit it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It said, what do I add to the? I rolled a 17.
I don't know.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Thank you. So 27 to hit. Sorry.
Okay, so you hit it. It is a 25.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. Yeah, I found the. See if that works better. There we go.
There it is. All right. So again, it cracks, and you
Okay.
see those spider webs.
Is this thing armored?
No, it's glass.
I have Bane against unarmored foes.
Okay, what does Bane do exactly?
Bane increases the DC by plus 2.
Okay.
So
So
instead of
that
being a
would,
27, instead of being a 25, it'd be a 27.
okay, so that's by 8. Still doesn't break another
Okay.
threshold. So
Now the other question is
Honestly, technically, he rolled a 17, which is his crit range. So that would have been a critical hit, the first roll. The 27.
Yeah, his crit is 17 to 20,
well, all
So
right then.
that first roll would have been a critical hit.
So
which
it
would
shatters.
increase the DC by 5, and then the Bane too, so it would be a 32 DC.
Yep, it shatters.
The whole tube.
Well, the window just shatters and pops out, and then you feel like there's some kind of hinge somewhere. You feel it start to buckle, like
Okay.
the new weight of all this ain't what this thing is designed for.
Yeah, the tensile strength for this was for humanoid, not giant crocodile.
Mhm. Right.
now I've got
Now
on my sheet. It shows I have 3 attacks.
no, that's your
Initiative
that's your
then?
initiative. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Just trying to remember what the sheet does.
Yeah. So because you are now so big, it's going to be really hard to get out of this human-sized hole.
Well, that's what I was going to say is with this like that, or the bite, I have massive knockback linked to strength, flinging targets away.
Yeah, that glass goes flying
Okay.
because you were specifically attacking the glass.
Okay.
Because if you were attacking the metal cylinder, it's a higher toughness because metal's different than glass.
Okay. Okay. So,
So
I
now he's
guess
gonna have to
I'll.
try to squeeze out. Is what he's gonna have to try to
Yeah.
do next.
So
Okay.
if you want to try to squeeze out without changing back or figuring out how to change back at this point, because
Yeah.
this is new, I will let you make an acrobatics check. But it's a fairly high DC.
No.
'Cause,
I will.
have you all seen Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Yes.
No.
The second one you're referring to, right?
Yes.
You're referring to the rhino. Yeah.
Yes, When Nature Calls. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna look like a lot like a baby rhino being born. But it's a giant alligator.
Okay, so I will wait till next round and try to destroy what I'm in, I guess.
All right. So I think that brings us back to Ken Starson.
Yes.
There's a raptor running loose in here. There's a giant alligator that's gnawing its way out of one of these metal tubes. And there's a Sasquatch that just released the raptor. So now you know that the Bigfoots are in league with the lizard people.
See, this makes total sense to him. 100%. This is. I knew this was going to happen. It was only a matter of time before the government knew that I was on to them.
Right.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. So
And they put you down here with their other political prisoners.
that's what it is. So my attack, the ram. Okay, which is a line area, 5 foot wide, 30 foot long. What I'm going to do is I'm headed toward these control consoles right here, right?
This is a pillar that appears to be like conduits and coolant and stuff like that. The consoles, the control panels are on either side over here.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. If you'll allow it, I'm going to basically I'm moving to here and then down, like I'm moving like this way, but
Sure.
I want the power to go off because this is all new, right? So I'm going to I'm heading straight into the wall right here. Is what I'm doing.
All right.
So it is a DC 25. It's a line area, 30 foot long, 5 foot wide. It's linked.
All right. Where were you when you started?
I was right
15 feet
here.
back.
You were 15 feet back.
Yeah, I was right here. So
okay.
So that would put me all the way through it.
Yes.
All right. So it's also linked to cracking the wall. Also.
All right.
Because I'm the big domed.
Right.
Like
you're the
Lodocus.
Yes.
Pachycephalosaurus.
Yes.
So DC on the RAM is
25.
25, and that's damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, that's one level, and the fortitude for
a 20.
20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. All right. So you slam through this thing, and make me a dodge check.
Okay.
Okay. As you slam through some of these wires and conduit and everything, you get tangled up in them, and now it's got you.
Okay.
And some of the coolant is now spraying out into the room.
Machine is trying to grab you and put you back in.
Mhm.
Oh my God. The artificial intelligence is fully aware now that I've gotten loose.
So that area there is now intense cold. So if you stay there for very long, you'll have to start making fortitude saves or take damage.
Okay. But I'm currently tangled up.
You're currently tangled up, and you will have to get out of that next round.
Okay.
All right, Lucas. As you slam through, the whole thing tilts a little bit because it was also apparently some sort of structural support, this whole platform. And now it looks like the catwalks are actually holding up some of the weight, which they were not intended to do.
So this was a bad idea. Is what I keep
those
hearing.
aluminum ladders. That was a mistake. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
You weren't going for that.
It was
happened.
a good idea.
Right.
Just unintended consequences.
Right.
Story of Kenny's life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's your superhero name, unintended consequences.
I love that.
All right, Lucas. You hear this tremendous bang and the creaking of metal, and you hear the hissing of this coolant, which is now not only making that area cold, it's also obscuring it in fog. There's probably some way I can do that, but I'm not going to mess with it. But
Well,
yes.
okay. I do know that the creature in this container was humanoid, just like Kenny was.
In which container?
The one with the big crocodile-looking lizard thing in it.
Yeah, you saw a guy in there, and then it was giant dinosaur.
Yeah,
there's giant alligator.
There's definitely some weird shit going on here, but I'm not going to leave him in here to be buried underneath whatever that can. So Lucas will run over here, and are there obvious hinges?
I'll say yes.
All right, I want to. I guess at this point in time, I'm going to test these things out, see how strong they actually are. I'm going to try to slash at the hinges and see if I can break them.
Okay. Make me an attack roll since the hinges are small. Ooh, that's a critical hit.
Yes, it is.
So that 27, that does not reflect the critical.
No, it does not.
So looking for a 32.
Yeah.
That's good, but it ain't 32. So you shear one of these hinges off. There's two hinges, and you shear one of them off entirely.
All right.
That's going to make it much easier to get out.
I have
yes.
I have a movement speed of like 900. I think it's feet per round.
Sure.
So not realizing my speed once
do you have move by action? Because you move to get there.
I do. You're right. No, I don't have moving or whatever it is. Mobility.
Move by action.
Move by action. No, I don't have that. So I would not.
Yeah. So you move over there, you kind of check it out, you find the hinges, you slash them off, and that's where you are.
All right. Now I do have multi-attack with my claws. Would that work to slash the second hinge? Nope, because that's a difference with the. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. If you had said it before and said you were going to,
I wasn't even thinking about it before. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it.
All right.
It was an afterthought on my end, which is my problem.
All right, Keeney, you are clawing your way through the door.
Yep.
Are you gonna
still working on it?
All right. Make me since you've kind of got locked in and you're just pushing on it, uh do you want to do a strength check to push them apart, or do you want to do damage to try to shred them?
Oh, he's not thinking in terms of pushing them apart. He is shredding his way out of this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Okay.
Okay. It is a DC 10. You can make a routine attack and be guaranteed to hit.
Since I'm considering myself still impaired, I'm gonna go on and roll it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that will be an 11.
An 11 still hits.
Okay, so it'll be at 25 with
All
7
right.
penetrating.
Oof. All right. So you shred one of the doors, and now it is just open. You can move through if you want.
Oh yeah, moving through.
All right. Small room there. Door on either side. There is as you get in and you step on this metal plate, air starts to blow out of these coils over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any special senses in this form?
Just my smell.
What are the specifics on your smell?
I'm coming over to it. Accurate and acute and danger sense.
It has a very like ozone scent. I'm not sure where. Kenny would have noticed this in one of the prior facilities that he was in.
Okay.
As they passed from one area to another, there was some little chamber they passed through where it blew this not high pressure as in like harmful, but you definitely feel the airflow.
Okay. This is an airlock
it
type
has
thing.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
It is to keep. It's a like a biolock.
Right. Being out of the main facility helps, but this smell doesn't.
Right.
So next round he'll probably be attacking these. So
okay. So I think that brings us once again back to Sammy.
So I have someone standing in front of me that attacks the thing that I'm in.
Right.
So my mouth goes up to his face and I scream at him and try to intimidate him away.
Okay. Make an intimidate check.
Because, I mean, he's not supposed to.
This is a demoralize. So I am gonna look that up real quick because I never remember. Yeah. No, it just took me to the page it was on. It didn't actually.
Not that I think I can pass it, but
Da, da, da. Insight or will. And how close you get matters.
well, I think insight is a will base, so yeah, it's not gonna.
Well, your will defense.
So, what's the effect?
You are fully demoralized. Let's see. You will take a -5 penalty until the end of your next round. -5 penalty on all D20 rolls.
Okay. And I mean, I don't know whether you can understand English speech in your current form, but I do tell you that I was just trying to fucking help, and that's it. Which I think we all have that prehistoric speech or animal could speak with animals.
But you
Mhm.
can speak with animals like you, and you are a cat, and he is an alligator.
Okay.
Is that my
It does stay
complete
related
action?
to them, yeah.
That is an action.
Okay.
I will let you make an acrobatics, or since the door is damaged, I will allow athletics if you want to try to push the door open.
Now, would
You're
my
a tripper.
powerlifting come into play with this?
I'm gonna say no because you're not picking it up.
Okay.
Uh,
So athletics.
athletics, which should be based off your strength. Wow. Yep, you are pushing on the wrong part. You can't quite get the flippers in the right place.
No. It was the mouth right up against him as I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're just mashing your own head against the. Yeah, you're going at it the wrong way.
But I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, somebody looks like they're trying to get at me. I'm just,
Oh yeah, that makes sense to you because all you saw was this hairy creature jump up on the container, not as attacking your container.
yeah. So that's my answer.
All right. Kenny Starson.
Can I how tangled up am I? Like, is it bad?
It feels real bad.
It feels real bad.
You can make an acrobatics to escape, or another dodge, or if you've got something else that you think might help.
Okay, so can I do the ram again? Like I'm just trying to pull my way out, and it's move straight.
The problem is at this point you can't move.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the issue.
Okay. Let me go with dodge just because it's better. My acrobatics is a 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty to move your way out, but that is your action.
Gotcha. But I still got a move though.
Still got to move. Yep.
All right. So I have powerful legs, so I have speed 5. So I can move
Okay.
it 60 feet around. I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay.
And
Well,
right
you just
now
saw
it's
a raptor claw its way through the door, and then it's in another room screaming. Are you going to ally yourself with the lizard people?
well,
And
you
this sounds
see,
like a complication.
it does. This does. I am. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to run back this way. This is a door here, right?
Yes.
So when I get into this room, is there like a key card that I need to do it? Is there a doorknob or like a button panel or anything like that?
There is a panel, and it has one of those like keypad thing, or it has one of those like card reader things. I pulled a hero point on the board for you if you want to pull that down to your sheet. It has one of those card reader pads. and it doesn't have like a handle of any kind. It's just, you would assume that this door, like if you swipe the card, the door just opens.
Gotcha. That'll be my. I guess that'll be my. Is there anything else in this room? Can I roll like a perception or anything like that? Like
I'll put it this way: there's nothing of consequence in the room. There are some like
Gotcha.
drums and canisters and stuff like that. If you wanted to like throw them or use them as battering rams or something like that, there are those tubes of that luminescent liquid. But unless you're going to spend some time examining that, you're not going to find anything else about it.
Okay.
So
Then that's my turn then.
all right. So Lucas, you are
Yeah.
intimidated by a giant alligator.
Right. And so I've done what I'm going to do for this thing. So I'm going to try to take off and catch up with what I think is Kenny.
Okay.
And in the process, not knowing what's going on with my per se abilities, I take off at a full sprint, not realizing how fast I move now.
Mhm.
And I guess I will hit the stairs pretty fast, pretty hard, and
Do
roll
you
across.
climb them or do you leap up?
Well, I mean, I'm going to say I roll up them. I mean, are they
Okay.
straight up like ladder stairs or a
Yeah,
staircase?
they're ladders. They're ladders.
Oh, then I am not. I am over here on this wall.
Okay, so you just ran
I
through
ran
under 'em?
through it, through the stairs. I mean, they're probably fucked up or something. I don't know what they're made out of, but yeah, I ran full speed into them, not realizing how fast I was.
Okay. Make me a toughness check.
Stuff. Where you at? There you are. There you go.
Okay. You kind of bounce off of them and you bounce off of them. You keep moving. You definitely did some damage to them because they're not made to, take a full speed tackle.
Yeah, because I hit them going at like 60 miles an hour. So
Yeah. But you will take a bruise for that. Now you heal super fast, so it won't affect you for very long. But you do have a bruise just in case something else comes up in the next round.
-5 from that toughness roll.
Oh, that's right. You're also dazed then. So you will only get one action on your next round.
Dazed and bruised. Is that what he
And
said?
one bruise, yes.
Where's bruise?
Sorry.
Hits.
Sorry, Dan.
No, it's fine. You say what?
Huh?
Bruise is where? I don't see it underneath conditions.
It doesn't say bruise. It says hits. Just put one in the hits. It's not in the conditions. It's under your saves, I believe.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Under your defenses, yeah.
All right. But you say I
You
still
have super high regen though, right?
yeah, I think I get 10 regen.
Yeah, so it'll go away. Your bruise will go away the next round, and days only lasts a round anyway. So you're still over here, but you're a little dinged up.
Okay. Yeah, I figured if he takes off full speed, he doesn't realize how fast he's going, so that makes more sense for me to not catch up with him, but to run into something.
Yeah. All right, Kenny.
Well, I have multi-attack in this form.
Okay.
And so I am basically going, huh?
The door is a stationary target. You need a 10 to hit it. So.
Oh no, I'm going against these things blowing air out.
Okay. All right. It's
Kenny is right now a wrecking ball. Anything that's triggering him is just enraging him. So
it's like a dog, but you blow in their face.
Yeah. Well, it's blowing, this clinical smell in my face. So.
So go ahead, make an attack roll.
Okay. Um, and there's I don't know, the modifying on this doesn't really work. So, oh wait, I see. I'm doing it on the wrong one. Okay.
So that would be a 13, right?
Yeah, that would be a 13. So, but
Okay.
I'd still hit and doing
Still
25.
hits, still does damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much shred one of these things, but all you really do is like you smash the cover off of it and just kind of expose the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a fan there, and there's some kind of duct behind it. And that's about what Raptor Keeney would notice in current state.
Yeah, in his current state, he is not going to notice much more.
All right, so you slashed it up. Do you want to move, or are you going to stay there and like continue slashing?
In the state he's in, he is going to stay and continue slashing.
Okay. Do you extra effort and continue slashing, or do you just do the one?
Yeah. Well, I have multi-attack, but I'll go in and do an extra
multi-attack
effort.
just increases the DC based on how high you get up, which is why the roll is important.
I will extra effort then just to continue the attack on these incredibly horrifying air vents that are obviously there to hurt me.
Yes.
So let me put this in. Oh wait, that's the really wrong one.
Did you do the same thing?
I still rolled a 1. So
right, yeah.
But that's
so that will
when I have
miss.
to remember never to use.
That one, you're just clawing at the walls and missing the vents entirely.
Okay, which is fine.
All right, Lucas, you're a little spun and
shake my head.
You mean Sammy?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was going backwards. Yeah, Sammy.
That's right, because I went before.
Yeah, you went before King.
Well, I'm going to attempt. Probably it's not going to work, but I'm going to attempt to turn in this thing to use my tail to like slap the side of it to try to break it open.
All right.
Put your ass into it.
You can do it. Put your ass into it.
I don't know how to. It's called cracking the whip. I don't have it.
So crack the whip is when you physically grab the ground. Like you ever seen those superheroes where they grab the ground and it's like they pick up a big chunk and they crack it. I mean, that's what crack the whip is.
Oh, okay. So never mind. I'll just bite it again, trying to do the other side so I can get out. So here we go. So 19 to hit.
Big bite. Okay. You definitely feel more of that door give way, and you can see like where that one hinge was destroyed, the door is starting to push away from that, but it's still not enough for you to get your enormous bulk out of.
Okay.
You do have a hero point.
For what?
You could go again.
Well,
Or a story effect.
Well, the story effect is I want to bust out of this thing. I thought I would be able to do something like that, but I can't seem to get rolls to either attack it or
The rolls aren't dropping at the right time.
yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah, I'll try to. I guess I'll use it.
Okay, I'll say this: you could use your hero point and say you transform back, and you can just climb out of the hole that's already there.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right.
Here we go. And let me go get normal Sammy.
All right. And there's normal Sammy.
Now, I'm assuming normal Sammy does not get.
You still have a
by-
move action. You,
Oh,
you
okay.
have not moved yet. You've taken 2 actions, or you've taken an action and you spend a hero point to shrink down. You can still move. You can go ahead and climb out of there if you want.
Okay, so the only human I saw ran to the right.
Correct.
Okay, and
mean,
the other one
human.
was someone I scared away and the raptor.
A raptor, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll start running this direction.
All right. How far can you move?
I guess 30 feet. I don't have
Okay.
any special powers when I'm.
I thought
in
all
this
of
one.
us had speed.
Yeah, and when I'm turned into
Okay,
the other form.
Yeah, everything's in his other form.
gotcha.
You're on the ladder, climbing
Okay.
up. But
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
So down here.
no, right here.
Yep. Okay. Right. That's my
All
action.
right. Kenny Starson.
All right. Is there? I'm gonna look up in the corners here. Is there any cameras, anything like that I can see?
Not that you can see.
Okay. All right. So I don't have a key card or anything like this. So
Nope.
I want to try to bust this door. I'm going to take a couple of steps back, and then I'm going to shoulder block it, but it's going to be my ram ability.
Right. So that's just a line, right? You don't have
Yeah,
to
it's
roll the attack.
line 30 foot, DC 25. And it's also linked to cracking the wall. So
All right. So you definitely damage it. So 25, 18, that's 17. Yeah, that door goes blasting off the hinges.
all right, then I would move the full 30 feet then.
Yeah. And there's another door down there.
There's doors everywhere.
Doors everywhere. It's like they don't want people to just walk out of here.
It's like some kind of government facility.
Now make a perception check. You have rapid vision, so
Correct.
make a perception check. Okay. There's definitely a camera on this door. It's like one of those like round sort of semi-dome that kind of sticks out by the door.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there is a keypad under that one.
Okay. Can I do extraordinary effort and take on the fatigue condition and take another action?
Extraordinary effort, doesn't that give you 2? Doesn't that take you to
Exhausted?
exhaust, unless you're using one of your hero points to just go fatigued?
Just a second.
Or am I remembering that wrong?
Let me look real quick. Extra effort is what I'm doing.
Oh, extra effort. Okay. Yeah, that's just fatigue. So yes, you can do extra effort.
Yeah, and I gain another action. I'm going to just. Can I just continue?
If the door fails, sure.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the ram again. I'm just like, it's like I'm not. I'm just continuing is what I'm doing.
All right.
Forward.
25, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You hit it and there's a big dent in it. And it is damaged, but it is not blown off the hinges like the last one. Fortitude. Yeah. But you can definitely tell that there is structural damage. So you have that's 8. Okay. Yeah. It is just barely hanging on.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that just affects toughness, right? The break the wall or
Yes, just toughness. I'm sorry, I was
okay.
muted.
All right.
That'll be and I'll be hindered next turn. Well, fatigued, which is hindered.
Yeah.
Next turn. So, but yeah.
You will be fatigued pretty much until you rest. Well, you spent the hero point, right? Or
No,
no?
I just did extra effort.
Okay.
With
Well, you can
fatigue.
spend a hero point to keep from being fatigued.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Because fatigue stays until you rest for an hour.
There we go.
All right. So, Lucas.
Yeah, well, Lucas already knows he can jump. So first of all, I'll stand up, shake my head, get the daze and sparklies out of my eyes, realizing the bruise is already starting to feel better.
Yep.
And I'll jump up here and move slowly towards this that I believe is Kenny, and put my hands up in the air and try to placate him.
He
I
appears
don't
to
know
be
what you did to you,
fucking
kid,
up an AC unit.
but you need to calm down. We need to get out of here. We need to think with our heads, not just destroy a air unit.
Okay.
Get him to calm, and maybe that'll put him back into more of a humanoid form when we get the hell out of here.
Roll me. What do you think
Willpower?
your appropriate ability is, Lucas? Is that persuasion?
Yeah, we'll go with the persuasion because that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, roll me a persuasion. That's pretty good.
Okay,
That's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
All right. Kenny, why don't you roll a will or insight, whichever's higher. Okay. So at this point, I will give you the option to step back from the frenzy and lose the impaired condition.
Okay.
That's an option if you want it. If you want to stick with it and say, no, I go for it, this is an option. It is your character. I'm going to let you play it how you want to play it, but you have this option.
Truthfully, if it was anyone else, I probably would have kept going. But Lucas saying it, he steps back.
Okay. All right.
And he then looks at the door.
Okay. It is now your turn. So, do you want to go after the door?
Yes, because he said we have to find a way out. So I'm going after this door.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll because you're doing multi attack, right?
Multi-attack, penetrating.
And you have a pretty high threat range.
Well, actually, I went back and it's a 18 to 20.
Okay.
So
It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still a decent chance.
Right. So
Okay.
that's not a crit, but it still hit.
Yep. And it's enough that your multi attack is going to bump your DC up 2, so that's a 27 instead of a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it nat 20'd for a 25, but it still takes some damage. You can tell
Right.
you're doing something.
Right.
Now, do we notice any other kind of damage? Because we did notice one of the containers was broken open.
You actually don't notice anything.
So maybe the door we're beating on, something that dropped down after whatever escaped before us.
It seems like it. It seems like maybe something got out before all these doors were locked down.
Okay.
All right. So, Sammy.
So I guess I'm going to head up this direction.
All right. There's a guy down there. He appears to be slamming his head into the door.
Dude, you okay, man? Can you stop the damn alarms? They're kind of like freaking me out.
I'll turn around and look at him.
Now here's this guy. You have not seen this guy before. This guy just showed up.
He's in the same outfit I am, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take it as he's another victim.
Well, where did he come from?
I don't know. Who are you?
All right. Sammy, did you want to take an action?
Can you double move?
Yeah.
I am now behind stuff that I can't, where the hero points is, I can't grab my token.
Are you going this way?
Yep.
Okay. How far?
Dude, my name's Sammy. Oh wow! Thank God. Are there alarms in the hallway going off, or just in the other room?
It's everywhere.
Oh, okay. Dude, these things are really freaking me out. Can you get through there?
Whoa. Don't come any closer. I don't know who you are. Who are you?
Sammy.
Sammy who?
If you can find out, would you tell me, because I really don't know.
Were you sent by the lizard people?
What are lizard people?
My God, they've erased your memory.
Something did.
Don't worry. I'm here to. I'm an expert.
The doctor said something about some explosions and.
Doctors? What doctors?
The doctors I got to go see every once in a while because.
All the kind of doctors that like to placate you with pharmaceutical drugs that just make you a zombie, correct?
What?
Yeah. See, they've got you duped. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'm here to help.
Well, who are you?
My name's Kenny.
Nice to meet you, Kenny. And I reach out my hand again, or reach out my hand. Hi, I'm Sammy.
I'll reach out and shake his hand.
So, how are we getting out of here? Kenny, right? It was Kenny.
Right, Kenny. Yes, Kenny.
Kennedy.
Kenny Starman.
I used to know or heard of a president called Kennedy. That's right?
Right. He was the one that was killed from those two guys in the grassy knoll.
What?
You've heard the theory of the magic bullet, correct?
What? No, but you know what? I've bullets and I know guns.
You do.
Awesome.
Follow me, and I'm assuming when it turns to my turn, I'm headed through the broke down door now.
All right, it is your turn.
That's what I'm doing. I'm headed through the door. You said
No,
it was crumbled down and like barely hanging
it's
on,
in
right?
bad shape. Yeah.
Right. So it shouldn't take much to like just
Shouldn't.
knock it down.
That affects toughness. Yeah. You blow through it.
Okay. I'm headed in. Follow me, Sammy.
Sure. Hey, can you do anything about that ringing? It hurts my ears. It's really freaking me out. It's making me remember. Yeah. Which way do we go?
My God, it must have something to do. It must be some kind of psychotropic sonic attack that they're using on us. That's causing you to be disoriented. Don't worry, it's not affecting me because I'm an expert.
Ooh, I'm hungry now too.
All right, what's in this room here?
It appears to be some sort of large pump. Not pump. Like an HVAC unit. It's a air transfer. Damn it. I'm losing my
An HVAC?
goddamn. It's an HVAC unit, but it's air handler. It's like a big ass air purifier essentially.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's just there and it's running and it's making kind of a high pitched hum. And you can hear like the air blowing through it.
Okay. Is this another door over here?
It is.
Okay. I'm headed to this door, but like I'm beeline. I'm screaming, "Come on, Sammy, we can make it. I believe in you."
Okay, come in. Yeah, sure.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right.
The action was to knock the door down and the move action, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Lucas.
Yep. I'll move over here next to yeah.
I dropped a hero point on the board for everybody.
Oh, well, thank you.
But I see. I will multi-attack the door as well. Just try to beat the hell out of it. Well, I mean, is it locked?
Come on,
it's-
Pookie, we're gonna burn this mother down.
No, we said it's a security door, so I will.
It's a security door. It has like a pad for a like a key card, but not like a swipe key card, just one of those you hold up to it and it scans
Yeah.
it.
Well, we didn't see any bodies in this room, so
No.
Sure, there's no key cards to go back and find, so I'll help him pound on this door, I guess. I mean, seems odd to try to do so, but I mean, stranger things have happened today. So I will help him claw out the door to try to get it to get a big enough space for us both to go through.
All right, you said you're multi-attacking?
Yeah, I mean, if
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll. Just to see if you break those thresholds. And let's see, 13, that's 3, so that's a plus. Is that a 2 or a 5?
I thought if it's the big one, it should be 5, isn't it?
I can't remember if it's 2 and 4 or because 1 doesn't get you anything, it's 2, and I was pretty sure you had to go. It skipped 1.
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah. +5 for 3 or more, so it's +5.
Yeah.
So that's
Now just now too.
32. Already got 1 on it. Okay, so that is 14, so that's 3 degrees. Yeah, this door comes open. It opens into a room, and in the middle of that room, there is a roughly human-sized container. And there is a very brightly colored square on the floor all around that container.
Alrighty then.
And written along that line in white paint, it says, "Caution, do not cross."
Caution, do not what?
Cross.
You also see that there are a bunch of cables that look like they were once attached to this thing, but they're all broken. Not clean cut, not detached, but broken.
So it's not the line is not glowing or anything.
No, it's just paint. It might glow in the dark.
Yeah,
And there is another door on the other side of the room.
I can't go any further, but I'll point at the other door, and I guess we need to keep going.
All right, Kenny, it's your turn.
And not really caring about anything, Kenny is jumping over this thing and clawing at the next door.
All right. Go ahead and make that attack.
Okay.
3 definitely hits.
And it's multi-attacking.
All right, so that's going to hit 5. So that's a 30. Failed by 16. That's 4 degrees. You break into another hallway.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to Sammy.
So what are we doing now?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Asking the person who said follow him.
We got to get through here. We have to get out of here. If we don't, the lizard people win.
So where are we going now? Is there a door here or something?
Yes, there's a door.
Does it have a handle or something?
It does not have a regular doorknob.
What does it have to open it?
It has a keypad.
I type 1, 2, 3, 4.
9/11 was an inside job.
Roll me a d20.
Sure. $16.
Okay. Apparently the passcode was not 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. How do we get through here? 1, 2, 3, 4 didn't work.
Their IT people knew to change it.
That's what it was originally. Knock it down. Come on, you can do it.
Hey, on a nat 20, it would have worked.
I've done my move and action.
You know what?
So.
I'll let you have enough. Like, if you want to do like an attack or something, if you want to hit the door, I'll let you.
Sure. Let's see here.
I see. It's a group full of brute force and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I noticed that as I was looking at your sheets. Now, there's no way
Well, I
I
mean,
would
if
have
we
prepared for
actually had
something like
skills and talents, we would actually be working.
that. Right?
Okay, I'm not. I don't have a punch.
You don't have an
On my
unarmed
sheet.
attack.
Then it would
Yes,
just
I
be
do
a,
have it unarmed. Okay.
yeah, and it would just be like just a D20 plus your fighting.
So an 11.
That hits. Stationary. It's just a door. It's a door that apparently wasn't latched all the way. So you punch it and it flies open.
Yeah, it wasn't locked, so
I mean, they locked it, but like they locked it early.
somebody stuck gum in the damn
Yeah.
latch.
Yeah. It was like, yeah.
Good job,
It's like a
Sammy. I
wadded
knew
up
you could do it.
Band-Aid in there.
Sammy looks at his hand or his knuckles.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
We're almost out of here.
Okay.
All right.
After you.
So
Wait a minute. Crazy man thinks after 2 hallways he's almost out of a facility like this.
We got to keep his hopes up. Got to keep Sammy's hopes up. Come on now.
keep hope alive. All right, Lucas.
Wait.
Or no, excuse me. Kenny, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm headed out. Come
all
on,
right.
Pookie, let's go.
You get there, and that is a doorway that leads to a staircase leading up. The alarms and everything seem less here. But we'll hold the rest of that for narrative in a little bit. So now, Lucas.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and move on up. Jump over the whole yellow line area and land in this hallway. Is there any other doors or anything in here?
Yes, right here.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like part of the wording for Patreon or if that was actually something.
I think it might actually be, but it's a door.
All right. Well, I will check to see if it's latched, locked, keypadded, and
It has a keypad beside it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not mechanically inclined enough to worry about what the magic keypad number is, so I will just kick the door.
All right.
We'll use that as an unarmed. So I mean, I don't have unless it rolls a crit. I mean, it's only a 20.
It rolled a crit.
Damn, it did.
And it says 22.
Yeah, I'm saying it's only a 20 for the crit roll chance.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, it's 22. So with the crit, it's 25.
27.
27.
27.
So yeah.
All right. So you put the boot into it, and you can see like it's one of those doors that latches in the middle, and you can see like the pressure kind of bowed out, and now it didn't come all the way back sealed.
I'll kick it again.
All right, you're gonna extra effort and do it again.
Yeah, and since I got that nice little point, I'll go ahead and use it to keep from being fatigued.
Okay.
Can't be 2 in a row, I'm sure. Nope.
No. You missed the door. You kicked right beside the door, and it did nothing.
I stubbed my fucking toe.
Ow. All right. Keeney.
Well, this close to freedom, he is going to come over and start just clawing open one of those doors and pulling it, or just trying to rip it apart.
Make me a roll.
So an 18, and definitely multi-attacking here. So
yep. That's enough for 2, so it's a 27. And that's enough to tear that door off the hinges. You see a set of metal stairs leading up.
and start bounding up them.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Ready.
Because
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, with the situation we currently have, our break will be live mic'd so that our players will know that as well.
Uh-oh.
So remember, you are live mic'd. So watch what you say. And if you haven't had a chance, I did share the birthing video for Ace Ventura's When Nature Calls for those who want to see what it was like for the dinosaur to get out of the tube.
I love that scene. It's so fun.
All right, we'll
All
be
right,
back in about
folks.
10, 15 minutes then. I think we've done the first thing you're not supposed to do in a tabletop RPG thing. We split the group.
Well, the crazy man thinks that the government's after him.
And he's following the person that has no memory. Or I'm following the crazy man.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you have a proper education on the way things really are.
Uh-huh. So, Josh,
Yes.
conjurer or a buff or debuff? What do you think would be better for our group? And if you're talking, it's not coming through.
Did you lose him?
I don't know.
He's not muted. Maybe he fried his brain from thinking.
Yeah, we lost them.
Okay. Have I? You said you were needing to do something before you can start walking again.
I'm having a tough time walking just in general, just because been sitting so much that my hips hurt a lot. So
I always share this with anybody who talks about trying to get the mobility and stuff back. Go to YouTube and type in Arthur's story, DDPY.
yeah, I've got the yoga thing. I just haven't done it.
Okay. I mean, granted, once you get started, you're like getting on the mat's the hardest part. Once you get on the mat, mobility picks up, and if you can also use their nutrition on their app, and it could help you out with the weight loss and stuff as well, because they strictly stick with a dairy-free, gluten-free type menu.
Yeah. My biggest problem with the diet is I live in a house of 6 people that multiple people cook in at different times, and we're already, if I did a completely separate menu for myself, it would cost a lot more money. And
Well,
so
my issue is when we try to go with a diet plan, I've got a daughter and a wife. They're like, "Oh, that looks good." At stores and brings it home, and next thing you know, there's cupcakes and there's cakes and there's pies and there's
that too.
you're killing me. But she just was told by her, I guess, physician or whatever, that she needs to possibly cut out the whole gluten and dairy as well. So we may be working back to the gluten and dairy free diet again.
I think I know the answer to what I was asking him because we've got so many people in the party. I don't think a conjurer would be very. It wouldn't be good to put another creature, putting
All right,
creatures
sorry.
out there. You
Sorry.
okay?
Yeah, there's a storm going on here, and it's not even raining. It's just like
Oh,
wind that's really bad.
I'm the one that's got all the friggin' rain down here. Supposed to be moving its way up your direction too. There.
Yeah.
Got.
Gotcha. Yeah, I knew that we were supposed to get rain over the next few days.
We just figured this question fried your brain so much that you just popped off.
I didn't hear that. Actually didn't hear the question.
So I'm trying to finish up my thing,
Mhm.
and I was going, but I still haven't picked my specialty for my wizard.
Hmm.
And I was going, should I go?
You don't have to pick a specialty
Yeah,
if you
I
don't
know.
want to.
But I want more spells.
Right.
The question was a conjurer or
Right.
a buffer debuffer. And thinking of how many people we have playing, I think a conjurer would actually be yeah.
Yeah. Buffer seems a little more.
Third level spell, a haste spell would probably be very devastating in this, or against your, hopefully against your creatures.
Right. Haste, slow, stuff like
Yeah.
that would be really good.
Yeah. So,
What are you giving up?
um,
Because you got to give up 2 schools.
yeah, necromancy is one of them,
Yeah.
and I don't know about the other one because I'm not even going to start with trying to do necromancy stuff, and I don't want to give.
In 3.5, necromancy don't even start getting good till you get to like 3rd and 4th level spells.
Yeah, so. I know. But at the same time, most of them, when you're summoning undead, I thought those were evil spells. So,
you could get rid of enchantment.
Yeah, that would probably be good because I want to keep. I can't give up divination, and
you have to keep illusion for invisibility.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Illusion. I want to keep illusion for a number of things, like improved invisibility.
Yeah.
Because get that, I can actually, hey, they're denied your dex. I'm invisible. Because I have to focus on the spellcaster because a ranged rogue, you've got to have the highest initiative that you can get, which I'm still going to have that, so that you can go first in a round, and you're only going to get that first round of attacks. Because after that, sneak attack is not going to work with a bow, because unless you can deny them their dex. So
right.
So I'm focusing more on the spellcasting side than the rogue side. It looks like, which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine. That occasional sneak attack damage from time to time is still good.
Yep. Yeah, and if I run out of spells, I can always go up there and hit them with a sword.
Yep.
But there's I'm seeing a build here for a buffer debuffer, and that's the reason why I was asking, and it looks really, really good. So I'm going to be a transmuter for 5 levels.
Transmuter. So enlarged person, erase, expeditious retreat, featherfall, jump, magic weapon, reduce
even
person.
for somebody that is a roguish type, reduce person is a good thing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I am a tallish elf.
Yeah.
Well, no, it just gives you a bonus to your stealth.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll get you, haste, slow,
which is
blink, fly.
Yeah, there's some great buffing spells.
Oh yeah.
So, and I
polymorph.
think that
Polymorph is a great one.
Yes.
And then at 5th level you will get baneful polymorph. Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yes. Turn him into a mouse.
Yeah. I've had some. Okay, so I had this one game that me and my group were playing, and it was a high level game, and I had spent probably, I don't know, a couple of days building this boss character, and he was this big troll. He had a baneful the brilliant energy battle axe. So the brilliant
Mhm.
energy is a magical effect that bypasses armor.
Armor.
Period. You get no armor at all when you use it. I mean, I spent all this time fine tuning this boss. First round, I have a player go baneful polymorph and turns him into a rabbit, and they stomp it to death and kill it. And I'm like, what?
So I'm not allowed to do that to any
Oh,
of your
no.
boss creatures, right?
Oh, no. If you want to do it, I say do it. The
Lesson
spell's
was
there
learned.
for
They all have will save now.
yeah. But you still get stuff like Mordekainen. What is
Did I tell you guys the story about Mordekainen's disjunction?
I don't remember it.
Maybe I shouldn't say it open. No, well, it doesn't matter. We had a
you
guy
get
running.
disintegrate?
We had a guy running a game for us, and his characters all were like highly magic item dependent. Well, he was the DM and he was running a player character. So my wife was we were fighting a dragon, and she goes, "Well, this disjunction thing, will that this rotted disjunction? If I point at that dragon, will that like cut out any magic he's got on him?" Yeah, it'll destroy all of it. It's got to make saves, and if it fails, it destroys it. Just make sure none of us are close enough to be hit by it. And so she's like, "Okay, well, is there anybody close enough to get hit by the magic, this spell?" And the guy running the game goes, "No, looks like you're clear." So she pops it, and I read the area of effect that it takes into consideration. And his NPC player that he's playing is standing in the zone, and every magic item he had on him failed the save. So his highly magic item dependent character lost all his magic items. Needless to say, that was the moment the book hit the ground, and I ended up being the DM for the rest of the campaign because he was like, "Fucking, I'm done."
done.
All right, we all back?
I'm back.
Yep.
All righty. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I suppose we will jump right back into the game.
All right, I misspoke. My apologies over here. Kenny and Lucas. That is not a stairwell. That is an old school freight elevator.
Okay.
And it is rusty. Like everything else down here has been spotless,
Hmm.
but this is rusty.
Rusty.
Okay.
Is the elevator there, or is it just the shaft?
The elevator is there.
Okay. Does it have an open top by any chance? Like one of those panels you can crawl up through the top in?
It's a freight elevator, so it's kind of it's not a solid top on it. It's kind of one of those like metal grate things.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm looking at my partner here, and I'm not seeing climbing being part of his repertoire.
Well, the elevator is there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't trust it.
Um.
Whose turn is it?
You know what? Let's actually roll initiative. Let me pop a turn tracker out here so we know who is going when. Let me remove all turns. Clear. Jesus.
Man, I wonder who's going first.
Yeah, definitely is not me.
That makes sense. Both of us are going at the same time.
All right, Lucas, you're staring into this elevator and you don't want to go in there.
No,
Or you
I'm
don't
not
wanna-
not trusting a rusty ass elevator and everything else I've seen. But like I said, I don't know if Kenny can climb in his current state, and he is not apparently calmed down enough to. I don't know. Maybe he's stuck this way. I have no idea. I'll get in it and wait until he gets in it and try to make it go up. Can I see up the shaft?
Yeah, it's dark.
How high up does it look like it goes?
Probably about 20. Well, I mean, the whole shaft probably goes up about 45 feet.
Okay, 45 feet. That's what, maybe 4.5 floors at least, maybe 5
Probably
floors.
4 with room for the machinery at the top.
Okay, it's not that far. All right.
But there are only 2 buttons. Well, there are
Up and
3
down.
buttons. There are 3 buttons. It is 1, 2. It's B1 and 2.
And we have no indication of what we're on.
Nope.
I'll wait till he gets in and press 1.
All right. So Kenny and Sammy, you pretty much go at the same time. You are standing there by a metal staircase. Do you just hoof it
I'm
up?
going up. I'm going up.
All right.
Come on, Sammy, let's go.
I'm following him up.
All right. Do either of you have any sort of super speed or anything like that in your tank?
I go 60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour?
Well, 60 feet around. Sorry.
Okay.
I go 30.
All right.
So he's pulling ahead of me.
Yeah. He is doubling your speed and going upstairs, and it's those like metal stairs, and they're like clangy and echoey. The alarms are less, but the stairs, every time you step on one of them, actually, no, not really, not too bad because you're barefoot. But they are those metal grate stairs, so it's kind of rough on the feet. It's not damaging, but it sucks.
Well, for Sammy, it probably wouldn't be rough on the feet since he's walking barefoot most of his life, or at least the last 10 years.
Okay.
He's not a tenderfoot, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. Until people make him put shoes on, he doesn't wear shoes. He has problems with flip flops.
Well, I mean, he is a beach bum, so
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you two trek up
oh.
the stairs.
Oh no, go on.
Kenny, you get to the top quicker. And there is a door up there. And it is just a traditional doorknob. But we're gonna stop there.
Okay. Okay.
So, Kenny.
Well, one of the things Lucas will notice when Keeney stops moving, he seems to blend in with his surroundings very well.
Camel Raptor.
He's a predator.
problem with that is Kenny will notice the same thing about Lucas, but Lucas hasn't noticed it about himself yet.
Yeah. Kenny is just waiting.
Am I the only non-predator?
Probably.
Kenny, are you waiting in the elevator?
Well, I'm
or
getting
are
in the
you-
elevator
oh, you're
with
getting
him.
in the elevator. Okay. So gets in, and Lucas, you said when he got in, you were going to hit the button.
Yep. To 1.
All right. So you hear the rumble and grind, and it starts pulling you up. And we're going to switch back over to Kenny and Sammy. Sammy, you're still trekking your way up the stairs. Kenny got pretty far ahead of you. Kenny, you're at a door. Are you going to wait for Sammy to catch up, or are you just going to open the door?
I am going to open the door and wait in the doorway for him.
Okay. So let me get my document up here. Klaxons blare, red lights line the walls. A single gunshot, an answering roar fade from your hearing, but not your memory. What is going on here? The paint on the walls is peeling off in large strips, left hanging as if the place was abandoned or someone wanted it to seem that way. The floors are swept clean of debris, but they are dingy from what would appear to be years of neglect. There's a stale smell and a hint of stagnant water. Do you have any enhanced smell? You do, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have good senses, acute smelling, danger sense smelling, and rapid sight and tracking through smelling.
Okay. There is a weird thing that is kind of like your danger sense is kind of itchy, but not really triggered. And there is a musky reptilian smell. The hallways seem laid out in a way that seems designed to confuse. And we will wait on any further description until other people emerge.
Right, because I'm waiting on him. I'm not going in until he's with me.
Okay. You also hear a sound that sounds like some sort of electric motor running and some kind of metallic clanging.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
It is coming from the west. I don't actually have a map for this part, so we will theater of mind a little bit here.
Okay.
So, moving on to Keeney and Lucas in the elevator. It grinds and clangs and pulls you up. You get to the next floor, and there is a quick ding. But the doors don't seem to automatically open. There is a almost like one of those lever type door handles on the side of this doorway.
That's not my turn. Sorry.
Keeney, do you try to take your raptor claw and manipulate the knob or manipulate the lever?
Considering that I am handicapped, I'm disabled because of my hands, the answer is no.
Okay. So you just take your raptor claw and like point.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gnarled raptor hand.
All right, Lucas.
I will grab the lever and pull it.
All right. You turn the lever and you pull, and the door slides back. It sounds like an old door that's been restored. There's still some resistance to it and pulling back, but it doesn't make that squealing sound that a really neglected door would make. It seems like someone has come along and probably oiled it and cleaned out the tracks and everything, but
Give it a little TLC so it continue working
put a little
bit
work
longer.
in it to get it working and not be so damn hard to open and close, but still not, it ain't new. But the same information that I read out to them applies here. And so I will switch on to Sammy. Sammy, you are now getting up to the door.
Mhm.
And you both hear this sort of metallic scraping, like a poorly oiled sliding glass door being opened to the west. The motor sound and the metallic clanging have stopped. Not that Sammy heard those, but about the time you get to the top of the stairs, you hear that door opening sound.
What's that?
Sorry, trying to make the puppy stop. Just a second.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We need to go away from the clanking and clattering noises, I'm assuming.
Okay. Which way do we go?
Huh?
Which way do we go?
I'll be right back. I got an issue here at the house. So give me just a moment, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'll step out and look around to
All
see, try to find a way out.
I don't know if I got to this. The halls are laid out in a way that seems designed to confuse. So it is difficult for you to figure out how to get out of here. And we are going to run this as an investigation or skill challenge, with the added thing that you guys are not actually together, and at least one group seems to be actively trying to avoid the other. The other group
Has no idea why the crazy man is trying to avoid us.
has no idea why they're trying to avoid you, and you have natural camouflage.
Yeah.
That is
Well, at
messed
least in
up.
this
That two
one.
with the natural camouflage are the ones really hanging together.
What kind of rolls are you gonna want?
All right, Kenny, don't move.
Well, I'm gonna ask you guys what you're trying to use to find your way out of this building.
I'm gonna yell at the
Um,
walls and
sniff.
intimidate them.
Lucas will try to see if he can smell fresh air
Okay.
and try to make his way that way.
Make me a perception check.
Ooh, that sucked. Well,
Okay. So let
Could be
me
better.
tell you how the skill challenge is going to go. Series of investigation or other logical or suggested checks or skills or abilities. DC starts at 12, so we got 1 success. Increased by 2 for every failure. We need 4 degrees of success before 2 degrees of failure to find a way out, to find a door out. If you get 4 successes and 1 failure, you will find a window. If you hit 2 degrees, before you get 4 degrees, something else will happen. 2 degrees of failure before 4 degrees of success, something happens. So you've got 1 success.
I'm gonna be
Is
looking.
this individual or is this group?
This is group.
And do you did Lucas say what he was doing?
He just it just looked like he was sniffing the air for some reason, almost like you'd see a.
Now, do you have you do have enhanced senses, right? Enhanced
Yes.
smell.
Yes.
You also detect that musky reptilian smell.
And it's not coming from Kenny.
No, your smell is acute enough that you know that it is a distinctly different smell. I mean, similar, and they're both reptilian, and they both have that kind of that weird antiseptic tang, but not the same. You can tell the difference between individuals by scent.
Yeah, Kenny has a different kind of reptilian musky smell.
Yeah.
All right, and what direction is it coming from?
We'll say direction X. We don't have a map for this, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, and you also said the hallways were kind of confusing, so.
Yeah. So they're going to wind around and twist and turn, and you're going to open a bunch of rooms. The hallways are lined with empty patient rooms, some with bed frames tossed around, as
Any
if some
bodies?
enormous child had thrown a tantrum. Others are entirely empty. You find one that appears almost ready to be occupied. You do not find any bodies. You do see signs of occupation. There is occasionally like a water bottle sitting somewhere. Like in one of the rooms, there's a water bottle stuffed between like the metal bed springs.
Okay. But we're not finding any like dead scientist bodies and stuff like that.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
So I will be trying to look for like obvious signs of people being there. So see if I can follow that route.
Okay. What skill are you using to do that?
Perception?
Okay.
Because if you tell me investigation, I might as well just sit down.
Well, what kind of perception are you using? Because just looking around, you see the walls and you see the doors and you see the beds and.
Well, I mean, that's I don't have any special perception in this form. And I mean, I'm just a normal human person.
Well, normal human persons can have skills.
I have perception. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's
okay, but
I don't have anything special. I've got streetwise. I've got insight, intimidation. I don't have investigation. I have a -1 to. So I don't, other than looking around to see if I can find something, I don't know what else to use.
Okay. So make me a base intellect roll.
Okay, I'll just sit down now.
Okay, then sit down.
I'm at a -1.
We will call that a failure. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's a success because the DC is only 12. So you sit and you stand there and you meditate and you think, if I was a door, where would I be?
Okay.
And you're like, bam, right there, and you go that way.
Gotcha.
All right. And Kenny Starson appears to still be dealing with some stuff, maybe.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Okay. So let's go to Keeney and see if we can get something from our raptor friend. What do you got?
Okay. First of all, are there any signs around?
Like a big glowing red exit sign?
Well, I mean, exit or emergency room this way or anything.
Hmm.
Or like colored lines. Because if I don't see that, there's one other thing I'm going to try.
I'm going to say that you don't see anything like that.
Okay. Then I'm using my perception to pick up, because I have acute sense and accurate sense. I'm going to use my sense of smell to determine where there's blood, offal, and clean air. I'm trying to differentiate those things, and I'm going for the clear air.
All right.
And if I see anyone in a white lab coat, they're dead. But that's a different issue.
Sure. So go ahead and make that perception check with your enhanced scent. Yep. Okay. And that's more than 2 degrees of success. So that gets you guys to a door. And as you are walking up to this door, you walk past a crossing hallway and you turn and there are 2 people. They are wearing the same white Speedos that you are wearing. And I don't know that you saw Kenny Starson while you were in the room at all. Did you?
Oh, I know I didn't.
Okay. So yeah, they're just 2 dudes. Just dudes being dudes.
Y'all found a way out yet?
Okay. When he says that, and I see him, and
But do you see him? Because both of them have camouflage.
okay.
So will
yeah,
you please? What's that?
When I ask the question, I pretty much make it known that I'm where I'm at, I guess.
Okay. So Sammy, make a perception check to see if you notice them before this voice comes out of nowhere.
Okay. 26.
Oh yeah, you saw him. You saw him. Like you saw like movement, and then he says something and kind of steps towards you, and it's like, oh, it's a dude.
But I see him, and I also see the raptor.
Right, and then behind
yeah.
him you see a raptor.
Okay. I change. Okay. I just screamed at this person for attacking me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see a monster.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, a dinosaur.
Yeah. Well, and when I change, maybe we can talk. But
yeah. Well, when you roar, do you say something?
I go
in reptile.
Run away! I'm going. Boo!
Okay.
That's yeah, run away. So yeah, I take an action, my action to change.
Oh,
all right. So your action
crocodile
is
looking. All right.
So unless you spend, unless you're going to do extra effort and get another action, you can't do the intimidate this round.
No, I'm not. I'm just screaming out.
Oh, you're
"Boo,"
just roaring. You're
yeah.
not actually trying to. Okay.
Yeah, not actually
Okay.
trying to use the steel. Just since I scared him before, I think it would probably work just doing that.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to scare Josh's character because
Right.
the lizard man.
Right. Yeah.
Heaney will reply to you in Reptilian. We're trying to get out too. Open the door.
What the fuck? How the hell can I understand you?
Have you looked in a mirror lately?
Now you don't understand them.
You're right. I don't.
You
I don't
don't.
understand.
You
a
don't
fucking
speak
thing this is
reptile.
what you're
They're just like roaring, squawking, chirping, weird
Yes.
reptile communication.
Okay, so is the door in front of them or in front of all of us, or
They were headed straight toward the door. You were
Uh-huh.
coming up to an intersection when you saw them kind of walk in front of you.
okay?
Oh well, if we were in front of the door, then I will open the door.
Okay, well, it's still a little bit down the hall, but you
Okay.
were headed in that direction. So you
Mhm.
head on down toward the door.
Yep.
Okay. So you head for the door. And you did not attract any unnecessary attention. So everybody please roll me an intellect check.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's this group's strong point.
That's not yeah, nobody's doing yeah, I mean wow. That's rough. Okay, Sammy. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Downstairs was super clean, but up here, it's all like grungy and dirty and old. Like everything looks old. But everything downstairs looked new. So they're definitely hiding something.
I'll tell Mr. Raptor that
Okay.
they're hiding something. I mean, it's too dirty up here, dude. What's your name?
I'm Keeney.
Keeney. Nice to meet you. I'm Sammy. I'm Sammy.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Well, they found
Well,
a door.
And as we found the door, I changed forms because I saw the big hairy guy and a raptor.
Yeah.
So you got a lizard man standing beside you.
Not a lizard man.
Well,
It's a giant lizard.
giant lizard. Yeah.
Well, Kenny will
And-
freak out.
Hey Kenny, it's
I-
me. Don't worry about it.
Can you talk in giant alligator form?
No, I'm just trying to, which
No,
means
oh,
I'm
okay.
roaring at him.
Right. Yeah. Growling, snarling, and hissing.
Yeah, I know where I'm going to spend my hero points.
Mhm.
Be able to talk in.
Yeah.
I don't speak Imperial Lizard.
I
So-
failed to get back to my full form, so I will be changing again into the form of a lizard man.
Awesome.
We're just trying to
But in
kill
this
Josh's.
form, in this form, I can actually speak, and I will actually say to Lucas, this area is old, dirty, downstairs clean. That's what Sammy, the big lizard, said.
Okay, so you guys are having a conversation there.
All right.
Yes.
Robert, I'm giving you a hero point because that was entertaining as hell.
Okay, thank you.
Josh, I'm giving you a hero point because you just
We're
had
triggering that complication.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a hero
Hell, that
point.
complication.
If I can produce more cards. I added multiple. I had like 6 at a time, but I only got 4. That's weird. I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time with this offline. I thought there was like a set deck of these already somewhere.
There is, you just have to pull it into this instant. There is a free Mutant and Mastermind pack. You just have to, on the front page, say that you want to have it added.
Yeah, so the API or whatever you got to add.
Yeah.
I just picture Kenny's in the corner hyperventilating. It's true. It's all true. I knew it was. They told me I was crazy.
What's true?
Everything. The Illuminati, lizards that live in the middle of the earth. The earth's hollow. 9/11 was an inside job. All of it's true. What is that? Baskin Robbins has, was it 30? Was it 32 flavors? There's really 33.
Any conspiracy?
Any conspiracy is a good conspiracy.
Of course,
right,
that always makes me think of Blazing Saddles, where Howard Johnson's had one flavor.
Best line in that whole movie. Where the white women at? I love that movie.
So, so what is Kenny doing? There's a no shit lizard person standing right there. Like, have you accepted that you're on the same side, fighting against the, or is this an enemy? What's going on? What's going on in?
Where did you come from?
What's in your head?
Where did you go?
Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Where'd you come from?
Who? What happened to you? Have you always been like that? Or I didn't know that lizard people could shapeshift. I thought that was a whole other breed of no, there's a whole other race.
I can let Kenny. I mean, Kenny can talk for himself. And
Kenny looks down and goes, I guess I am scaly. I don't know. I've never done this before.
Well, the more you look at Kenny, you'll notice that he don't have an alternate form like you guys do. He is more dino-like. So his skin seems thick, kind of scaly a little bit. He's got all of his hair's gone. Basically, I described it as monster light.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually look like a lizard person too.
Kind of. His skin looks a little dry. His skin's really dry. It's his eyes may have like a slight slit to them, but not. They still look.
You've got that nictating membrane that flaps across them while you're talking.
Right. But he looks like, at first glance, he looks human. The more you look at him, you're like, that's a little off. That's not right.
Like the reptilian eyes. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Kenny just said to you, look, don't know what your problem is, but got to get out of here. Don't like hospitals.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
As I say, none of us, I don't think, were like this before those tubes we were in. And right now, Lucas is probably, like I said, he looks like the scraggly older gentleman, the gray beard and stuff, but you see more of the like fangs, and his eyes are more cat-like now. And of course, being that he's running around in a white speedo, his hair around on his wrist, his body is kind of thicker, almost like a fur coat. At this point in time, so more feline-ish. The best description I can give you is a saber tooth, from X-Men kind of look.
Okay.
So we're going out the door.
We just gotta find. We found it, right? Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep. Go to the door.
All right. So, let me blow this up where I can actually read it.
We're gonna go to your tent city or mine.
The grounds of the hospital stretch out before you. The chill in the air tells you that the season has changed since you last remembered. It also lets you know that there is heat in the facility, if not a lot. The change from indoor to outdoor air also brings the smell of salt water, and since you're in a coastal city, it's a smell you're familiar with. The sounds of shouting are easily heard, as well as the pounding of large feet. A series of shots can be heard, followed by a set of screams and another tremendous roar. What do you do? And
Can we understand the roar?
That's what I was about to ask.
I'm looking for where the roar is. Is it like high up? Like, are we looking like kaiju side type of roar, or like a lion roar?
Big, but not kaiju.
Okay.
Does it sound kind of like the roar that was in my face earlier?
I'm sorry, I lost most of that.
Like the roar that was in my face earlier.
Similar, yeah.
Sammy? So where
Sounds
do you
kinda
want
like
us
you.
to put our characters?
Right around there, if you wouldn't mind. Kind of top center. Let me.
You have to resize Mr. Sammy.
Yeah. So, how do you plan to get out of here?
Personally, I think we need to run the opposite direction of this loud roar and the gunshots.
I agree. Away from the bullets.
Yeah, bullets are bad. Okay.
Yep.
That seems to be coming from generally this direction. Down
Which direction?
directly south. If you went straight, they're kind of straight ahead, past the not working fountain, over through this gate over here that is closed but doesn't seem to be latched in any kind of way.
Is there I'm assuming there's a big building back here behind us, correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's the hospital. That's the hospital building you're coming out of.
What is there is there a name on the building?
Yes. There's actually one of those big kind of archways above the door. It says St. Stephen's Sanitarium.
You're in the right place.
So there's a roof. How far is the roof?
There is another floor above the one you were just on, and then there's a roof above that. So, what about 30 feet to the edge of the roof? 25 feet to the edge of the roof.
So, I go, step back for a second, or tell them to step back for a second. and I just to be able to look around real quick,
Mhm.
I jump straight up.
So are you grabbing on to the top of the roof?
No,
No, just jumping up,
just
trying
jumping
to see
up.
over it. How high
Yeah.
can you jump?
900 feet.
Well, that seems like too much, but all right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to jump that high, but I'm gonna try to jump over so I can see. So probably about 50 feet up.
All right.
Just a light jump.
Just a light jump, light work. Uh, so you jump up high enough that you can see a large bipedal dinosaur that is fighting some people with guns.
Does it look like a family member?
I mean, extended family probably.
Does he have white Speedos on?
Yes.
Yeah. As I land, I go, there's another one of us in trouble.
What the hell's he saying?
That there is another person like us in trouble.
Oh, I was hoping I wouldn't be
So the
shot at
bullets-
anymore.
So the bullets are occupied. Let's go.
No trouble. Sammy starts heading that direction.
Well, I guess, I mean, the right thing would be to go to help. And if the giant dinosaur creature starts heading that direction, I'll head the same way.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to move you to yet another map, but give me just a second to set some stuff up over there.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because in this form, Keeney moves 230 feet around. No, 120 feet. Excuse me.
Are you you're like a hybrid form?
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
you
I
kinda-
am a lizard person.
So you kind of got like the werewolf thing going on. You can be a normal person, the hybrid, or the full on animal.
Actually, it looks like I came out of every drawing you've ever seen of a lizard person.
You're a sleep stack.
I almost went with that image. Almost went with that image.
Oh Lord.
If you ever wanted to join us for Torganized Play on Wednesdays, you could play a Slee Stack.
What exactly is that?
Org?
Torg, think of any genre in film that you can think of and mash them all together.
Basically, Earth has been invaded by other realities.
Yeah. So you can
And it
play
can literally be anything.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you can be the lizard guy from the Land of the Lost. You can be a guy from Cyberpunk.
So
Alan
is this-
Sorcerer.
Is there like a role playing book for this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called Torg
Torg
Eternity.
Eternity.
Torg Eternity.
Yep.
Yeah. And the cyberpunk is actually the cyber church. So,
So if
you
I
know,
wanted to
it's the
play like
Spanish Inquisition.
So if I want to
Oh,
play
it's
like
the Spanish
Super
Inquisition
Mario,
with nanoseconds
If you want to play what?
response time.
Super Mario.
Super Mario?
Yeah,
mean,
like I wanted to be Mario.
If you,
That would be a Nile hero.
You probably created a hero that looks that has abilities like that. Or you can create a core Earth plumber who decided to start fighting dinosaurs in the Lost World.
Yeah.
See, I would want to just pick. I'd want to try to find something that like it just breaks the game. It sounds like it's just you could break the game pretty easily if you pick the weird thing.
Look, one of the characters I play is Oh, Bjorn Bork. I'm a Swedish death metal guitarist who happened to be mutated when a nuclear bomb was exploded in Russia. And I now look like an 8-foot tall Sasquatch with metal barbs coming out of his skin.
Nice.
And my guitar is actually an axe.
Nice. That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I've
So he
created.
wanders around nearly nude most of the time.
Well, how about your Hardlight?
Oh, yes. Then there's my character who's a country singer. Actually, most people don't know, but he's actually a Russian spy who's posing as a country singer. And he was recently turned into a Hardlight hologram. His soul was taken by the Godnet. And so he doesn't have a body. He's now just a hologram. But he's also a telepath who can mind control people. So
Yes.
Nice.
As a
Gosh, I
hologram.
hope y'all don't run into
As a
any of those. Because I noticed that most of your will saves suck.
yes, oh God, yes.
That just checks.
So
Yeah, I've got a character called D800. I mean, that's should tell you all that he is.
DA. So he's a Terminator.
Yes.
So you come upon a scene. There is something that looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but isn't quite the size of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, as far as you know from all the Jurassic Park movies. But it is currently being shot by 4 best way to describe them as soldiers.
How many? You said 4?
I think I put 4 on there. Yes, 4.
Okay. You want an initiative?
I will.
Well, obviously sucked.
All right. So the recovery team is shooting at the dinosaur, the Tyrannosaur. Um, Uh, so all of them hit. The first one's a 21. They made that. Made that. Ooh. Failed 1 by 1. He is dazed. Put my daze token on him. Oh, there we go. You zoom in far enough, you can probably see that. Lucas.
Oh, can't have this. Let's see. What's our distance? That shouldn't
Yes.
matter to me.
I was about to say where we need to put our tokens.
We're already up at the top.
Tokens are up at the top.
Oh,
up here.
gotcha.
I'll come up to this one right here and attack him from behind. So let's see.
All right.
Dylan, my call for him. So I will. I'll multi-hit it. Well, yeah, I can multi-hit one person, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'll do is I'll multi-hit him. Shit. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
All right, 32.
Why is it a 32?
Hmm?
Why is it a 32?
How much over his
Oh yeah, that
parry
is the
is?
difference.
His parry is a 14, so you hit by 1.
Okay, so it wouldn't be 32. It'd be what? How many points above for multi-attack?
You got to get 2 degrees of success, so more than 5 for +2 and more than 10 for a
Okay,
+5.
so yeah, it's still just 27 then.
Yep. Oh, he's not doing great. He is staggered. Well, I'm not gonna put it on there. He is dazed and hindered, because that's what staggered does. And that's you, Lucas. Unless you want to push it.
No, I'm not gonna push it.
Okay. Sammy.
Yep, I'll do the same thing. Move
How far can you move?
250 miles.
Okay.
Dang it. I don't know what.
Is that 250 feet per round or is that 250 miles per hour?
250 miles per hour.
What does that translate to in feet per turn?
It should also be on your character sheet.
He moves if it's.
I don't have a miles 0.5 miles per round.
There we go. So plenty of movement. Go ahead and move up to whichever one you're looking for.
Okay. Sorry, I hit somebody's hero points and I didn't know how to get rid of it. Nope. Okay. There we go. So I'll hit the first one I come to, or try to hit the first one I come to.
So which one are you going? This one or this one?
He's already hit that one, so yeah, I'm going to hit that one. So try to take him down. Not sure if it'll work, but see if that works.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Oof.
That's a crit.
Sure is.
And are they armored?
Yes.
Okay. So is that a 30 on the check? Is that how that works?
That's and you got some kind of crazy knockback thing too, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Is there a save against that?
It's linked to the strength damage.
Well, let's just see.
I don't know what that means.
Means you've got to actually do damage.
Yes. Okay.
You definitely do damage. So what kind of save do they roll against that?
Okay, so I've got a little bit of an issue, so I'm gonna have to back out for right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but all right.
Good luck.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
You do not need to roll anything, I don't think, as I believe that.
So there's no resistance.
No, I don't know because Josh built the character, or helped build the character, so I don't know how to.
Okay. So I'm gonna give him a dodge roll. What's
Okay.
the effect rank for the move object?
Move object is 4.
Okay. So he gets moved back some.
Massive not check required is DC 12 athletics.
That would be you though. You have to make a DC 12 athletics.
See, that's the rip thing. So I don't know if Big Bite actually does the knockback. That's what I'm not sure on.
Well, we'll figure it out between, and we'll have it for next time.
Is that a minion?
No.
Okay. Because I've got takedowns, but it specifically says it's a minion.
Yeah, it's got to be a minion.
So I will continue on to stand beside.
Move by attack?
Yes, I do.
Move by action? Okay.
Yeah. I'll continue and I'll come up and stand beside the T-Rex guy and go, "Are you okay?" If he understands.
He's like, "Why can I understand you?" Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
Who is that? Oh, that's Lizard Man. All right.
Yes. Okay. For effect, as I'm moving, I turn again. My turning is an move action.
Okay.
And so I'm using my actual action to move. And it really doesn't matter about how far I go. Okay, I'll get to about here at this first point. But what I'm going to do is give you a hero point.
Okay.
I'm doing an extra effort so I can do an attack.
Okay.
But I have changed forms again. I'm not going to pull it out, but I now appear as a feathered dinosaur, a feathered flying dinosaur. Oh. So as I run, I start flying. And in this next action, I am flying up to him, and I am going to use my talons, which have grapple and entangling. And I'm going to grab him and start flying straight up.
Okay, make that grab roll.
Yep. Okay, well, the Dino Talon hit. And I take it they do damage. It's just this becomes grappling and entangling.
Yeah, it's got like a fast grab kind of thing, right?
Right.
Okay, he resists the damage. Go ahead and make a grab.
Okay, how do I... Oh, wait, oh no, here it is. Okay, I don't think this is correct. But I'll go in and do it. I think I did not do this right because I know there are some bonuses I didn't put into this. So.
Well, that will hit him. Now he's going to roll strength to see if he is grappled. What is 16?
I believe my grab gives me a +4.
Okay. So that should be a 20 instead of a 16?
Yes.
Okay. He is grabbed.
Okay.
You can move with if he doesn't escape on his turn, you can move with him next round.
Okay.
All right. Kenny's not going to be with us. He is fucking stunned. Like, what is actually happening? So, we move on. And I can start to zoom in so I don't have to go all over the map now. So this one is still gonna shoot at the T-Rex because it seems like the biggest threat.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Need to add that.
Okay, he is not tranked by that guy. This guy says, that's not working. And he switches over to less than lethal projectile. 16 does hit. But it does nothing. Because he's a fucking dinosaur and you can't fucking bring rubber bullets to a dinosaur fight. And then this guy who is currently being grappled by a giant flying dinosaur.
Okay. My effective strength is actually equal to the effect of the weapon that I use. So the effective strength is a 25.
Okay.
And also the grab target, because it's an entangling effect, the grab target suffers a -2 circumstance penalty when trying to escape.
Okay, and it is escaped by dodge or strength, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And he has a -2 to this?
Yep. And it's against a 25.
Okay, well, that's probably not going to happen, but on a natural 20, I'll allow it. That's not it. So you have a dude.
Okay.
And it is Lucas's turn.
All right, so trying to remember if I did this or not. Probably not. Anyway, with that leap, I'm going to jump on this one here
All right.
and attack it.
They're pretty easy to hit.
Same scenario.
Jesus.
Sorry, multi-attack on it.
Uh,
it's a critical on top of that.
right. So yeah, so that's a 37. Huh.
Damn, good roll.
Really well. And still got staggered.
Nice.
So dazed, hindered.
I'll stay right there.
All right. Sammy.
Let's see.
Wait, is he not on the fucking thing? Hold on.
Sure.
Let me.
Yeah, the T-Rex is not on there.
There, okay. He'll go right after you.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to hit this guy.
Okay. All right, that's a hit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, get out of here with that dinosaur shit.
So they did no damage, right?
Did nothing.
Okay. So I chomped down and like
You feel the definite feeling of hard shell armor.
ow. Okay. I think well, I run past them, come over here, come back over here, Come back down here. Your turn.
He just kind of looks at you. Um,
Go fight him.
and he's gonna move over here.
Use those little arms.
But he's dazed, so he can't do shit. But he is gonna make a save to see if he shakes the daze. And he will. All right. That's his turn. Kenny's still stunned at what the fuck is happening right now.
Too
Wait
many
a
lizards for him.
I had to have skipped somebody. Yeah. I skipped
Kenny?
skip Kenny.
Oh. Well,
I don't know
I'm
how.
flying up half a mile and dropping it.
Sweet. And you can go half a mile as a move.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he don't have a parachute, so that's pretty much all for him.
We got some crazy speeds, don't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting.
we
that
do.
every one of us, none of us discussed what we're getting or making, but every one of us either has speed, camouflage, and strength, but we have no intelligence, pretty much, to say the least.
Yeah.
If we had intelligence, we wouldn't be on the street.
Well,
Exactly.
there is that. I think
Did I
that
mention
kind of.
that all your will saves suck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did mention that. Good. I'm glad.
Well, like you said, we live on the street. What do you expect?
I mean, you can still have strong will. All right. So
Okay, Carlos told me I'm done playing.
No, I'm kidding.
You were saying that? Sorry.
this guy over here by Lucas, pulls out a device, and he is going to set it off, and it is going to affect everyone within 30 feet. So now Keeney is half a mile up, so it won't get him.
Right.
But it will get Lucas and the T-Rex.
Is this where a will save comes into play?
Not yet. I don't think. Let me check. DC 16. I believe it is fortitude. It's area effect, so it doesn't have to hit anything. It's sonic damage, so or it's a sonic effect. So if you have any resistance to sonic effects.
No, but I do have a 2 circumstance bonus to area effects.
Okay.
I have evasion. Sorry.
So everybody make me a dodge save. If you have evasion, you get a +2 bonus, although I don't really see how that applies in this, but whatever.
Oh, I don't either. I just know it's evasion. It says
Yeah.
The area effects doesn't.
But with the bonus that will make it. And make it. He's not super dodgy. He did not make it. He will take full effect. So make a fortitude save. You are looking for 16. Dino is unaffected.
I need to give you fortitude.
Yes. It's only half effect, so you only need a 13, but you didn't get it.
Nope, did not get it.
So you are. Let me blow this up because I'm not as young as I used to be. You are dazed and impaired. So you will only get one action on your turn. I don't know why that happened. And I don't have an impaired thing. We will make. Oh, that's too grandiose for impaired. There. You only get one action, and you'll take a -2 penalty on all your d20 rolls until you can beat DC 16 or DC 13 Fortitude save.
So minus what? Minus what? 2?
-2.
Okay.
All right. This guy is gonna shoot the dinosaur. Hits. Ooh, actually bruised the dinosaur. All right. And that's all of them. So Lucas, it is your turn.
All right. I'll only get one action.
You get one action, and it's at a -2.
So
And
I
you can make a
will.
Fortitude save at the end of your turn.
I will go ahead and swing at this guy.
Okay.
It'll
Not
be
hard to hit, but that's
a hell of a fucking miss with a 1 and -2 to it.
It looks like you already figured in the -2.
I guess it comes up with a condition, so yeah.
Wow.
And with that, I will remove, I guess, the impaired.
Roll a Fortitude save.
Yeah.
Nope. You keep impaired and dazed.
Okay, so the comparative days it stays on me even through my healing,
Stays
right?
on you until you make a save against it.
Okay,
That's how afflictions work.
copy that. So I'm fighting the affliction. It's just it's holding it somewhat at bay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sammy. Now, you can, on your turn, if you wanted to spend a hero point to get rid of that condition, you can do that.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll get rid of it. I mean, all I gotta do is roll a 6. I've just been rolling shitty.
Yep.
So
go ahead,
I'm
Sammy.
going to try to do cracking the whip.
All right. Is that an area effect?
Yeah, it's a line 35 feet wide, 30 feet long. And it's a dodge saving throw. And there's three conditions on there. I don't know why it's only showing 2, but you got to roll under a 7 if you wanted to.
Yeah. All right. So you'll get both of them if you go that way.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
My tail comes down and
so dodge first. First one dodged.
Right.
Second one didn't.
Okay.
So full effect or half effect for the first one. That's a Fortitude save.
Okay. I don't know where it says alternate resistance is dodge.
Oh, it's alternate. It's another dodge.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So half effect is going to be a 14. Nope. And full effect is 17 for the next one. Nope. Okay. You said there's 3 on it.
DC 17 is dazed and vulnerable. DC 12 is prone and stunned. Oh, there is no third degree. I'm sorry. There is no third degree. There's only 2.
So prone and stunned for both of them.
Yes. And this also has the massive knockback to it also.
Okay. We'll say that's stunned. That looks very stunned. And that's prone. He is stunned, which supersedes dazed. He is prone. And massive knockback for both of them.
Yes. Yes, it's massive knockback. But then I've got a check required DC 12 athletics.
So you need to roll an athletics.
Okay. Gotcha. Athletics. I did not get it.
Nope.
Do I have to roll for both of them or just one time?
It's a line, so it's going to be, you get one roll. You have to
Gotcha.
make one roll. So for better, for worse, you have to make one roll.
You know what? Since it's late, I'm going to use my hero point.
Okay. And re-roll that.
Yep. And that's... Damn.
That's enough. All right. So they need to make what kind of resistance against that?
It doesn't have anything on there that I know, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find something to put on there. 'Cause
Gotcha.
You can't just like blast people across the world.
Understood.
with
Yeah.
No resistance.
I would say fortitude.
Yeah.
Works for me.
So we'll do fortitude. The first one had made the dodge, so it's half effect, so 14. Missed. Second one didn't make the dodge, so full effect 17. Miss.
And it's not back 4.
All right. Now, I don't know exactly the parameters on that, but apparently we'll say they go a flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch.
I guess
Well,
I'm
damn.
on this guy now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
Now it is Tyranno's turn. He's going to move over to here. He's going to try to make a fortitude save to shake off that daze.
Take it off.
That'll do. All right. So he is no longer dazed. That moves us back to them. All right.
Somehow I've gotten deleted off the
Tracker.
It's
tracker.
because you change tokens.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have gone, I think, right before Tyranno.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this one and grab him. And since he's prone and stunned, I have a feeling I'll be able to grab him.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Yeah, that'll do. So he's gonna try to slip you.
Oh, wait, that's the grab. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. This is what should have gone first. That was the to hit him, and then he's immediately grappled.
Right. Okay, that hits. Yeah, he's not doing great. Actually, he was already staggered, so you got him.
Okay. And as I grab him, just for effect, the other guy falls and splat.
Yeah, that's when he lands.
Yeah, I was going to use my breach ability, which intimidate, but I thought this would be better to speed it up.
Yeah. So this guy is stunned. He can't actually do anything, but he's going to try to make a fortitude save to recover from that. Yeah. He's no longer stunned. But that was it. That's all he can do. He's still prone between Sabretooth and a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Who just crit it.
Great. Okay. Yup. So nope. That'll do. All right. So
Yay!
uh
Now you can get rid of those things.
Get our new friend and hightail it away from this area.
Grab the stunned Kenny and before we hightail it too far away from. I mean, do we hear any other pursuit coming towards us?
no.
Do we feel we might have time to strip these guys?
Sure. Two of them are absolute pulp because they
So-
fell from half a mile up.
So yeah, we just unbutton and just kind of like dump
Just
it out.
slide
like
it out. But yeah, you are putting bloody mess goo on you if you put that on.
Yeah, well, we're probably
And
well
most of their
worse.
equipment's probably dead too.
Yeah.
Eh,
Their radios are smashed all to shit.
we'll stop by a
Now,
Walmart parking
the
lot.
other two, one of them you will find a key ring, and it is labeled. Let me pull the. One of them says front door, one of them says side door, one of them says lab, and one of them says boathouse.
Okay.
Now, as you are going through all their stuff, Torino turns into a guy.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. It's only the third one I've seen tonight.
Keeney will look at this and say, check for money.
Guys, I need to head out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost
So we can go through the rest of the searching and stuff, I guess, next time.
Yeah.
Well, it is 18 after.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And Gerald, I'm just going to say this. There is one thing while other people are searching that Keeney is going to be doing. He is searching himself for any recent scars or bumps under the skin that might indicate a tracker.
Okay.
Because he's unfortunately gone through this before.
Well, I figured the other one would be doing the same thing.
Make me either investigation or treatment if you happen to have that, or if you have jack of all trades.
Don't have either of those yet.
No, guys.
I'll just give you an investigation.
Okay.
Night, Scott.
Good night.
Good night.
You don't find anything.
And well, no, I'm going to give you a point and re-roll it because that adds +10 if I get below 10, right?
If the roll is below 10.
Yeah. So it's a 13.
It's a
So.
13. You do not find any sort of bumps or
Then
you do see new scars, but they all appear to be like IV scars.
Mhm.
But it seems like there's been a few.
Gotcha. Okay. Still, there is a sigh of relief. It's getting goddamn cold out here. Let's find someplace.
Cold?
And then I guess we can go for there next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Yeah. We're just
Thanks for
waiting on
playing.
getting.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
Okay.
for running us. I'm just waiting to before we can get completely shut down for our what would you
Tech
call
support.
them? There you go. Our tech support to come down and shut down the system.
Do you want to do XP now or next time or?
Probably since everybody's not
Uh,
here, might want to do it the first of the next show, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody's going to get 1 point.
Okay.
It's 1 point per session. So if you want to, I'll put it